Their whole personality is, I'm a firefighter wife.
Yeah, so we need to have the Real Housewives of Hollywood. Real Housewives of in Fire Station 16.
They're probably going through a lot because dude's never home.
Yeah, he's like
I was
gone
about to say, they're
he's gone for like 5 days a week.
Freaking out.
That's not my problem.
No,
Go
facts.
drink at home.
I hear you. That's a good point.
Yeah, they're probably
But
like.
also, yeah, you're right
Yeah,
too.
that's not my problem. And also, the person that you're claiming to be like, oh, fucking blah, 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 he's cool with it. He's like, yeah, he's being a real bro. Like, okay, I got you. I agree. Like, cool. I'll chill out for a second.
They smash at the firehouse?
The firefighters, they probably fuck
each other.
Idiot.
They probably fuck
bring
each other.
females through. Like,
There has to be. If Chuck and Larry taught us anything, there has to be some gay
very
firefighters. Ving
Very
Rhames
true.
came out as
Hey,
gay as hell.
Ving Rhames, hella fruity in that movie.
He said, "Whoa, whoa."
That shit was funny, though.
What's poppin'? It's your boy Moses, aka Normal, chilling right here in the Let Out podcast with a very special co-host, Mr.
Diff Jeff.
And we got a very special guest in the building.
Oh, V Nasty back in the house.
Be nasty
be
back in the
nasty.
house,
I like
fresh
that.
off a championship loss.
Yeah,
Damn.
That shit really did happen.
What happened?
Oh, man.
Why did you lose and why are you a terrible coach?
Who needs enemies with friends like this? Huh?
Oh, them boys was ready, baby.
Them boys was ready, but them coachings wasn't.
Yeah, they was white, Asian, and they brought the noise, son.
Them was Asians.
You guys lost to football Asians?
The quarterback, he was nice as fuck. I'm not gonna lie. Hey, that kid was.
They were in Irvine, so we're just assuming they were all Asian.
Yeah,
shout out to
they had
Irvine.
money and school was good. They won the championship the year before, so they came ready to rock and roll.
What do you feel like you guys were? How'd you guys? What happened? Why'd you guys lose? Like, what were you guys missing?
I don't know, bro. I think
You did everything you could have done.
Yeah, the whole week was great. We had lit ass practices. We was all looking at each other like, I think this is it, bro. Like, we might fuck around and do this shit.
It was a good game.
Yeah.
The boys just they
I think
fucked
the
up
moment
one
was
too many
big, bro.
times.
Yeah, we made like 12 mistakes. The other team made 3. That was it.
What was the score?
34-14 or 31.
It got away at the end though. It got close. It came within the score like twice.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was close.
We made a little run.
They
at
got
it,
some
but-
garbage time
Bro, I'm
points.
not gonna lie. We had an old ass rap intro. It was sold out. People was fucking smoking
Yeah, they didn't
weed,
even let me
drinking
do.
on the
They
streets,
didn't even let me do
bro.
Lakewood, California.
Bro,
Justin.
Where was the game at?
At Lakewood, bro.
No way. Are
We
you kidding me?
hosted the damn chip
Kidding
at
me?
the crib.
Damn, I should have went.
That shit was sick.
Bro, it was lit. Like, I guess the capacity was like 4,000 people for the stands.
Damn.
Altogether, it was like 3,500 tickets sold. And then all the party parents sit on the street.
Drinking and shit.
Bro, they get... My
Drinking and
pop
smoking
sits
and
out
shit.
there. That's where he watches the games. He was like, this game was 10 times extra than any of the other games I've been to. He goes, parents were going crazy.
Because these
on the
fucking
side.
these high schools don't let you bring in alcohol and shit. Like, what the fuck? I'm not a student. Why can't I bring in some alcohol? And
You got to
get fucked
raise
up?
the age limit on that. Come on, man.
This some bullshit.
Yeah.
Dropping the mic.
But yeah.
That was like that was a lot of people Super Bowl, from parents to kids to coaches. Like that
Bro,
was their
hold
Super
on,
Bowl
bro.
right there. That was their moment.
That was my Super Bowl.
For starting the damn season 1-4, and then we just won on this crazy run. It was nuts. I never
You
really
started
wanted-
1-4 in the
Bro,
season?
We started 1-4.
We went to the championship.
Yeah.
You guys ended up winning league,
No.
or you made it as like a second seed.
No, the 3rd seed, they take 3 from our league.
Sick.
Yeah, they take 3 from our league, and then we just kept winning, bro. We played the first round, Hemet. I guess they were terrified of us. We had no clue.
Fuck Daniel Sanchez.
We
whatever hell his
beat
name
the
was.
crap out of them, bro. I think we would give up like 33 yards of total
Yeah,
offense.
fuck them up.
Oh shit.
Bro, defense was on it.
They weren't ready for
the
that
first
shit.
score of the game was a damn fumble
that was cute.
for a touchdown. So I was like, oh, okay. And then the next game we go play
Palo Verde or some shit.
oh
Rancho
yeah,
something?
no, I forgot.
Rancho something.
Something like that. It was Palo
Riverside
Verdes or
something?
some crap.
Oh fuck.
I remember blanking on him. But we kicked the crap out of them too. I guess they were terrified of us. And then we went all the way to Moreno Valley to play Rancho Verde. And they were hella good.
That's what I was.
I saw highlights of that one. That one made it like, oh shit, like these
Bros,
It was a
and
big,
that game was
game.
tight because they have a whole broadcasting network out there.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. I saw highlights like
and
it was a
these fools
real game.
filmed the entire. It's still on their website. Like after that, I went home like 2 days later, and like me and my dad made burgers and shit. We had beers. I was like, let's watch the game. He was like, put it on, and we sat. I watched it like a fan. I've never been able to watch any of my games. Like I was sitting there like acting like I didn't know what was gonna happen. Like, oh, catch the ball. He missed that tackle.
No, but
Bro, that
so you
shit was
miss
lit.
being in the game. Sometimes you miss like little tidbits. It's cool
Bro,
to rewatch it back.
I'd have to say the coolest moment the whole season was in that game at the end. They're driving on us, right? We get a sack, get another sack, and they call a timeout, whatever. So the last play of the game, they're at like the 20-yard line. There's like 6 seconds left. And I'm standing there, bro. I'm like, fuck. I don't want to let this fool throw, bro. So I look Justin right in the face.
You're the DC.
Yeah.
You call a play.
Yeah. I look Justin.
So what's going through your head and what play did you call?
Bro, I look Justin right in the face.
The head
I'm
coach.
like, bro. Because he's right there on both. When the offense is up, he wants to know what the hell's happening. Defense is up, he's like right behind me. Like, if something's stupid, he might like, hey, no, don't do that again. I'm like, all right, cool, my bad, whatever. I look down, I'm like, hey, bro, I'm gonna blitz everybody. Fuck this, bro. I swear to, it like we laughed after. It was like a movie scene because this fool Justin looked at me, looked down, looked back up. Fuck it. And
the whole season, fuck it.
Bro, I looked
Just
in.
had the whole playback of the whole season. Like, if this does not work,
Bro.
holy shit.
Signaled that shit in, and these fools, not only did they sack the motherfucker, he kept trying to run away, and the refs are blowing the whistle. They basically dragged him from about the 30, 25, 30 to the 45. He's almost in the middle of the damn logo. And our linebacker, number 6, bow, slammed his shit. Stormed the field, bro. I almost passed out. I had to take a knee because it was people running.
Fool told me
breathing.
he almost fully passed out,
Bro, I had
celebrating.
I had to take a
So
knee. I was like,
stressed.
oh snap! Like my heart and my lungs are on a way different pattern right now. I need to hold it. I had a timeout. It was cool though. That shit it was an awesome, cool last season. I'm not gonna lie. That was like every emotion I've ever experienced all these years of coaching, crammed into one season. Like, hey, you guys suck. You got your ass kicked. You beat somebody's ass. Oh, you're not going to make playoffs. You made playoffs. Oh, you made a run. And then, like, a goddamn ending of, like, Friday Night Lights. Losing the goddamn championship.
Well,
like, what the fuck?
Tell the people, because I was there at the game and saw it. It was heartbreaking. Guys should have won. It is what it is. Life happens. You win, you lose. And that comes into the speech that you said at the end to the kids. So kind of give the people... Because I almost shed a tear listening to your speech to the kids.
They let you on the field?
Yeah, dog. The fuck? I've been here.
He gets passes, bro.
I get passes.
I look at security like, hey, dog, I ain't got time for this. Let
He's
him on.
with me. I'm here.
Let him on. I
I'm
ain't
here.
got time for this.
But, because I know what you've been through and shit and everything in life and, like, you know, losing your family members and everything like that. And, like, the speech you gave the kids was, like, just that shit almost made me cry. So kind of give, like, the people a gist of, like, what you said, losing the championship game. People who don't understand football. People who understand football will know 100% what you said, but just life lessons.
Well, like, a quick lead into that is throughout the whole season, we'd have little life speeches, but it was a lot of football. We played Milliken, shit the bed. They beat the fuck out of us. And then we have bye week next week. And then Justin changed his whole approach, and so did I. It was kind of weird. We just started having life conversations during our meetings. So, like, 2 days out of the week, instead of really talking X's and O's and watching film, we would just talk about shit, life, comparing all kinds of stuff, like guy talk, like little guy talk, like how am I going to help these little dudes figure some shit out,
Like big homie, little homie talk.
Yeah. And like one day I asked Justin, I was like, what'd you guys talk about in the meeting? He was like, life. What'd you guys talk about? I was like, no fucking way. We did the same shit, and we just rode that formula all the way to the end. So pretty much I just told him, I was like, bro, this shit was meant to happen. Like, we were meant to just get kicked in the fucking nuts. And that's something I had told him from, like, when we started talking to that. I'm like, shitty shit is going to happen. You're going to try your ass off and think everything's about to line up and it's here for you, and life will find a way to kick you in the nuts. Like, you're like, fuck, bro, I wanted this. I actually tried and I still didn't get it. I was like, you either sit here and cry like a bitch and don't go for it again, or you keep moving, bro, because life going to move without you. You can sit in that room and cry 2 days, 3 days, a week, a month. Life's still rolling, bro. They don't give a fuck. It's all about your next move, pretty much.
I feel that.
So, like, that's how I just told him. I was like, bro, you're going to get in shitty shit. You're going to be behind on your rent, car accident. Somebody going to die. One of your friends is going to do something grimy. Something weird is going to fucking happen. And you're going to think, like, damn, this don't compare to how I felt when we lost that game. I'm going to figure this out. It was pretty much, the gist of that whole thing. Like, comparing it, like, this feeling sucks. You're going to feel this again, but you're going to be a little more numb to it, to like, all right, I'm going to move forward from this. I've already been through something like this. I know my next move, or just where I'm ahead with my next move.
That's dope. I feel like that's part of what normal people, the public, don't think about, like how important it is to do that as a coach. Like everyone thinks it's just X's and O's, go run a lab, get people in shape and shit. But you're really out here like fucking molding the future.
Bro,
and
I have
shit.
a damn classroom.
Especially high school.
Yeah.
Because you're molding these kids at such a
vulnerable,
influential time in their life where it's just like I remember our fucking high school coaches, the ones I liked, the ones I didn't like, the ones that liked me, didn't like me, but like this little shit, like I still call people sir. I'm 31 years old. I'll still call people sir and ma'am. And like, just because in high school, our head coach, shout out Coach Mac, was just like, you're going to call every single person, your elders, sir and ma'am. So I'll see someone who's like, I mean, now I kind of figure it out. But if I'm at work and there's some 50-year-old dude, I'm like, hey, how you doing, sir? Or what can I do for you,
They
man?
hella appreciate it. You should see the old people like, oh, okay, like this fool still know how to talk to people. Like,
and it's just like natural. Like, it's just little shit like that just gets stuck in your fucking brain from having good coaches.
Every time I see my homie's dad, who coached me for like 2 years during travel ball, like, hey, what's up, coach? Hey, what's up, coach?
Yeah.
No matter what they say about him or his personal life or what he did, for 2 or 3 years, twice a week during the week and on the weekends, he was my coach. He was my captain and shit.
Forever, those are your coaches.
Yeah, like, hey, what's up, coach? What's up, coach?
Yeah.
Forever, those are coaches.
And I make sure I do it loud and proud in front of my son and all the other kids. They're like, who's this old fucking 33-year-old guy with a beard calling this other older guy coach? Like, what the fuck? I want them to think about, like, what's going on here? Like, oh, this guy's showing him respect.
Well, especially for this guy, because he's been coaching for fucking since we graduated high school. So for him, like, he's forever gonna have kids like, yo, coach. Like, and it's just like, and it's like, yo, just call me whatever. But like, even as like an ex-player or something, like, I feel weird. Like, you're still my coach.
Yeah,
like I still call you coach.
Yeah. So
we can run train and do fucking drugs with bitches and do all this shit. I'm still gonna call you coach.
You had to bring that in.
The weirdest part is like some of the dudes. The first time I coached at Lakewood right after high school are coaches with us now.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at it like, man, this is crazy, bro. Like last time we went to battle together, you was in the shit.
You were in pads.
And I was just a younger coach back then. So I had like the minor input.
And now you're the DC. Now you're yelling at them.
These fools are looking at me like, all right, what do we got to tell them next? I'm like, oh, fuck. Like I forget. Like, you know?
And that's the crazy part too about him being a coach. Because I know this motherfucker. And I've like seen him in practices, in games and shit. And the way, and he's a really good coach. But like just the way the kids look at him. And just like listen is like how we were listening to our coaches, but I'm like, but I know this fucking asshole.
Like stupid kids. Why you listening to him?
Like the thing.
Why would you listen to him?
The things that I know
this piece of shit.
about.
He's made horrible decisions. I've been there.
But on the field, he's good at what he does, and the kids respect him, and I like that. But I'm just, it just blows my mind every time seeing it because I'm just like, yo, fuck this guy.
I have the same thing with my brother, right? My brother's the travel ball coach for my son and my nephew's team, right? So my brother's out there with the Oakley glasses, the fucking coach hat, the coach sweater, standing there, and everyone's like, "Oh, coach." But I look at him, I'm like, "Oh, he's so in his. He's not even thinking about the game right now. He's like, he doesn't give one fuck right now. But he's standing like he does. I'm like, this fool doesn't give a fuck right now. I just know him so well.
He just read a text message about it.
So I can't wait till this game's over.
It's cool. I like seeing that shit, and like people have told me about the same thing. Like here on the podcast, I like seeing him do that because it's just like seeing my boy in his element. Like, yo, that's what he loves to do. That's what it's fun to do. And then like, so I've had people tell me about doing the podcast, and they're just like, bro, I could tell you're comfortable and you love that shit. Yeah. Like at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, you want to make money, you want to do this, you want to get big and everything. But at the end of the day, I also just love doing this shit.
Facts. Yeah.
It's just really, it's just fun to do.
Money comes along eventually when you really find that groove too.
Yeah.
Like that shit'll bless you down the long run.
And I think it's almost similar to sports where like in the entertainment business where like you're not gonna get paid until you really deserve it.
Facts.
Well, it's like Lil Duval posted some tweet the other day where he said, if you want to be something along the lines of like, if you want to be in the entertainment business, be ready to work for free for a few years. Or if not, go learn a trade
money or some shit.
It was like if not, go
weird.
learn a trade. Because it's like you're going to have to like, you're going to have to work and not get paid your worth, but show them your worth. And then at the end of the day, it's gonna be fucking popping.
I think that's very similar in sports, where like until like maybe a couple years ago when the NIT and what is that called? NIL came
Shit,
in.
that's
but
literally just like
for
a
that
2-year-old thing.
Yeah, it's a long thing. Like Little League, you you have to pay to play. You go to college, pay to play, and then finally, if you make it, you get some bread. It's almost the same
you got
thing.
seniors in high school that are worth like $500,000.
The high school shit is crazy to me. Them making money, but whatever. Get your money, kids.
Yeah, get
the
your
college
money.
shit is the one where I'm like, they should be getting paid.
Yeah.
Because they're making so much goddamn money for those
There's always
schools.
been the under the table ways they've always done shit like that.
Yeah, Reggie Bush had to give his Heisman back for that
now,
shit.
these
I'm with that.
motherfuckers. Yeah, well, fucking Reggie
And
Bush,
that makes no sense, bro. Reggie Bush won that Heisman.
Heisman.
He was by far the greatest.
He's one of the greatest.
At that
He's
point,
one of the greatest,
ballers,
if
bro.
not arguably the greatest college football player of all time.
Nobody was doing what he was doing, and then on tape, like on paper. Also,
he was nasty.
Speaking of
making people look dumb as shit, and then he fucked Kim Kardashian.
And he won a Super Bowl. So I always had a theory. I was like, all right, you took my Heisman, smacking Kim K, and I won the greatest championship of all time.
Did he win it with the Saints?
I think so.
He's on the Saints,
and he
right?
won a national championship. So I'm like, take the Heisman, bro. I mean,
But even
I'm
then
at a
too,
pinnacle,
it's
bro.
more or less like take the Heisman, but like we all know.
Yeah,
We
exactly.
all know I won that.
Everybody
goddamn
knows.
Heisman. Like everyone knows
Everybody
I
knows.
won that.
Bro, get outta
goddamn
here.
Heisman.
The
And now
school
he's
gave my mom
now
a
he's
house.
probably smacking
What
that
the
girl
fuck?
from the Wendy's commercials.
Oh, he probably is.
Now-
Cause she not bad.
He getting hella free Wendy's.
now what he's doing is he's saying that
He's fucking Wendy.
bro.
Now
Now
what-
sliding in that baked potato like
What he's most-
easy.
He giving her that
buttering that baked
bushinator.
potato.
Hey, that baconator.
Yeah,
He
bro,
giving her
he's
that
baking-
double bushinator,
Bro,
dog.
hey, finishing her off with a frosty.
And then when he nuts on him, he's like,
Oh!
push these bitches on me like,
Hey, they make breakfast now. You want to stay tonight? Hey, they do. Have you had Wendy's breakfast?
Nah, I haven't.
Nah.
I've had it.
Yeah, it's pretty tasty.
Fuck your Wendy's. Bro.
Hey, to me, Wendy's, they just put a Wendy's in Southgate for like the last year.
Wow, welcome to 2010.
Wow.
So I didn't know.
Hey, they're gentrifying the neighborhood.
I didn't know about Wendy's. Bro,
They're gentrifying
Wendy's
the
just-
neighborhood. There's a
Bro.
Wendy's in town. It's about to get real
Southgate
white.
just got a
This
guess
bitch.
what? Guess what? We're-
Obama's about to be president.
guess what? We're getting our first Raising Cane's also.
That shit's kinda overrated, though.
Raising Cane's, whatever.
Nah, the
man.
sauce goes hard.
That's okay.
But
I
the
shouldn't
but it's
depend
overrated, bro.
on sauce.
The
for
line-
chicken-
Then what is
chicken-
Wingstop without the sauces?
That's different.
But
though.
their sauce is.
That's
See, you said
different.
sauce for Raising Cane's. That's sauce.
different.
Wingstop is sauce.
Okay. So when you think of Wingstop or hot wing places, you think of flavors. When I go to a chicken tender restaurant,
With a Texas toast.
I'm not expecting like a fucking. Well, I mean that's hard to say because in Chick-fil-A has their little shits and they got a million.
Chick-fil-A is
sauces.
cool too, but they're kind of overrated.
They also
too.
They're
got,
expensive.
without the sauce. Also,
Because they're
Chick-fil-A
expensive
shit.
as shit.
True.
Well, a lot of places without sauce is overrated.
Then you can't. Then the sauce.
McDonald's. Oh no, McDonald's. You don't need sauce. Depending on what you get.
You must be a serial killer if you're like just eating plain chicken tenders.
My girl does that. I'm
Oh
scared.
God.
Well,
I
your
see her-
girl's
I'm
gonna
so
kill
scared.
her.
I'm like-
You heard it here first. If he goes missing,
She's a fucking psychopath.
if he goes missing,
Bro.
his girl killed him.
Speaking of my girl, dude, she used to work at Raising Cane's when she was like in high school.
Now
And
she
goes-
Raising Mo?
And she goes, whenever you go to Raising Cane's, tell them you don't want coleslaw. Tell them you want 2 breads and buttered on both sides. Fire. The bread's already good. Then
I
you
like
butter,
coleslaw. I
didn't
Then
think
you
about
butter
that.
both sides.
But I like coleslaw.
Do you like coleslaw in your hot chicken sandwiches? Because I'm not
Yes.
a fan of that.
Yes.
Coleslaw to me is like lettuce and tomato on a
But-
sandwich. Like why?
It got to be a mayo-based coleslaw.
You would say,
Wait,
you
what
white-
are they?
You white bastard.
There's like a mayo or a vinegar-based coleslaw.
Ew, I don't know if I've had. I don't eat coleslaw
Pretty
like
sure.
that, so I don't know.
Well, like the
What else do you like on
vinegar-based
a
one
raisins?
is like real like runny.
you know what you do with coleslaw?
Wet.
You get it, you put it on your plate, you throw that shit out.
Bro, what the fuck? How
Hey,
do you not like
Coleslaw
coleslaw?
has always been trash.
Shout out to my boy Dre. He said that one time about potato salad, and the whole coaching office looked at him
Yeah,
like,
potato
"What the
salad's-
fuck did you just said put it on your plate and then throw it away?" you
Well,
piece of
potato
shit."
salad's ass cheeks. I don't like potato
I
salad.
don't know, man. Certain potato salad smacks.
Nah, but you gonna throw away coleslaw?
Yeah.
Yes, over potato salad.
I agree.
Yeah, you're crazy.
Bro, I can get full off a nice little. What am I gonna do with all that wet lettuce?
You probably had a vinegar base. You
Hell
gotta get the
no.
mayo base where it's nice and creamy.
Pause.
What do you like? Pickles on your chicken sandwich? on your Nashville hot chicken sandwiches.
Yeah, you gotta add that.
Right.
You gotta add
All
that
right,
tang.
I was just checking. That was a little temperature check.
What are you, 7 that you don't like pickles?
I was gonna say no. I love pickles, but I was saying that was a temp check.
Hey, have you ever had those?
When I was 7, I loved Father Bill's pickles.
Fuck, made me forget what the fuck I was.
Jesus
In.
What?
Christ.
Oh, Famous Dave's has those hot pickles.
Those are fire.
Hot pickle slices.
Famous Dave's?
Yeah, they got Devil's Spit pickles.
Famous
So they're
Dave's.
sweet pickles.
Where's Famous
Devil's
Dave's?
spit. You know that's jizz.
Dave's Chicken?
No. It's like an old barbecue place. It's called Famous Dave's. They sell like condiments. At,
Yeah, they have
the
like
store.
pickles and a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like a
They
condiment.
probably
store.
haven't made it to Southgate yet.
Bro,
Definitely
yeah.
not, for sure.
Bro, the first time I had them was weird because I ate it. I'm like, oh, let me try this. And it was a sweet pickle. You know those sweet pickles?
Like the buttery sweet.
Yeah, so I was like, well, what the fuck? And then you kind of taste the spice. Put in a cheeseburger. Game changer.
Game over. Flip.
Because you don't even taste the sweet pickle. You just get like this weird heat kick with the pickle juice flavor. It's fire, bro. Smacks.
Top 2, or what's the best Nashville chicken spot in LA right now?
Dave's. I mean, I don't
I
really
would
go to
say
LA. Dave's is fire.
I liked
Legends.
actually, Legends. What else? What am I thinking about? The one at the
Jaybirds.
Jaybirds. Jaybirds.
They kind of went
smacks.
downhill though.
They did a little bit.
Jaybirds went downhill.
They got
a little bit.
smaller
Dave's is always
chicken.
fire.
I gotta go with Dave's. It's consistent. It's
But
like
there's this spot in Lakewood, Legends.
Legends. It's by Lakewood High School. It's run by it's like a Asian fusion
Fucking
chicken place.
free plug. I don't give a fuck. Right
Bro.
off Carson and Woodruff.
Legends.
Legends chicken.
Bro,
Hot chicken.
The whole
Fire.
Asian family run this
Gotta go
bitch.
try it.
That
Gotta
shit
go
is
try it.
good as fuck. And you know
It's
what?
good as shit.
Oh, you know your food's extra fresh because they literally tell you like it's gonna be like 25 minutes until you get your food. As soon as you order, you just hear. You're like, oh, they're literally.
Nah, you just
frying.
hear
Oh damn!
Just snap the
Hey,
chicken's neck.
it's the lady in Rush Hour who's blowing on that chicken's butt.
Yeah.
So fucking Chris Tucker. You want the chicken? Look, and this one's like, hey, give my chicken, bro.
Bro, speaking about chickens that are alive before you cook them, my mom told me that when she was back in the Pueblo, back in Zacatecas, she goes, my grandma used to grab the chicken by the neck and spin that shit.
Yeah,
That's
I heard
until
that.
it breaks,
until
My
it
pops
breaks.
told me they used to do that
Well,
shit.
it's
Because she didn't
'cause-
have a knife to cut it, she could just go like.
I've heard people talk about that.
Your pops did that
Especially
too?
like
He grew up in South Texas and had family in Mexico,
I've
so
heard-
he used to remember shit like that,
I've
like
heard,
going to the
like,
family
Mexican-
ranch.
Like
and shit.
Mexican
Like, what the
girls
fuck?
talk about that shit where they're like, I don't eat cow, I don't eat beef because like all this shit and the way they do it. And I was like, did your grandma not just like snap a chicken's neck and make chicken? And she's like, well, yeah, but like that was when I was
Not,
younger. I was
not
like,
only
how
that,
was that not
did
any
your grandma
more
not make
inhumane?
90% of all your food in fucking lard?
Yeah, and just
Shut
like
your ass
close-
up, bro. That shit makes sense.
Like so you're basically, when people say that, like you're basically saying like
That was
your,
very one specific person. I
your
was talking
mom
about,
and your
but-
grandma are like, oh, you guys are the worst humans ever. Like, oh, really? Your lineage? You want to just kill yourself? You're part of the horrible. People have to do shit to survive, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Yeah, but even then, it's just like I don't know that whole as far as like the whole fucking like
Animal cruelty?
vegan animal cruelty shit. Like I get it, I love
sorry,
animals
bro.
too, but I love food too.
Okay, look,
I don't give a shit.
this is how I look at people's views on animal cruelty. If a fucking lion were to walk in here right now, he's not gonna go, hey, this guy's got a cracking podcast. He got a son. He got a life. He about to have a cool coaching career. Nah, let me.
That lion gonna kill all
Homie,
of us.
walk in like I'm eating him first.
Hey, but there's probably a reason we don't eat lion.
Why he eating me? Why is he eating me first?
Bro, he look like a big ass hippo, bro. He coming in.
Hippos fuck up lions.
You're the slowest one.
Let's be honest.
Vince gonna be gone. He gonna
That's
go
funny.
for the slowest.
That's funny, but he's eating you first because I look like a hippo, so I can fight back. You look like a gazelle, my boy.
no,
you're
bro.
easy. You're the easiest one. You're not gonna fight back.
You got a lot of meat. Bro.
And then I'm on his back like Tarzan, like get them both.
And this one looks like fucking Pumbaa from fucking.
Hey,
Dude, you can never call me fat.
he's seen
Well,
a
I don't
2-for-1
understand
special
this.
when he walks in. Yeah, you're like the chicken tenders. On
How
the
come we
damn
don't
French
ever
fry.
eat lion?
Hey, I bet you people have
Tastes like
probably done
shit.
that. That's probably what it is. That shit probably
have no
tastes
fat on
gross
them.
It's
as
probably
fuck.
gross as shit.
Bro, it's probably nasty.
That's why it's like, because they eat everything, but we don't ever eat lion.
Eating lion.
Like, we don't eat lion, mountain lions, bobcats,
I
tiger.
think-
Like, we don't eat
Yeah.
cats.
I don't
Dogs, though.
Oh, that's true. We don't eat. Oh,
Dogs
well,
get eaten.
people eat cats. Chinese people eat cats.
Little cats though.
But they
little
eat
cats.
dogs over cats.
I don't know. I don't know which one they choose.
But, like, no one eats mountain lions, tigers, Bengals, leopards, panthers.
they just don't look good.
Or low key, them shits are probably hard to kill, so you can't really.
But
like,
even
bro, I
if you
can't really
kill
catch
them,
a
but I
lion,
guess
bro.
maybe they use their shit for something else, like trophy sheepskin shit. Because people eat dogs. I'm sure people eat wolves.
I think that's it. I think they're hard to capture.
they're probably low key hard to like capture. I mean, like,
well, it's crazy
Like,
when
think
you
about a
see a
cow.
house cat. When you see a house cat just sitting here like perching and ready, like in attack mode, you're like, bro, that's like a domesticated lion. So like
Bro,
deep
'cause then
down,
you watch
they're
those-
like ready to fuck
you
shit
watch
up
them
at any point.
videos in Africa of a big ass cheetah doing the same. I'm like, bro, I'd be terrified if I saw
Yeah.
a homie in the fucking blades.
And people have like those
All
fucking
you see
big
is his
ass,
eyes.
those big ass savannah cats and shit, where they're like,
Oh,
and like,
speaking
you're
of
like,
weird,
why would you want that in your house?
Or people
Fuck that.
with bobcats.
That's pets.
People have bobcats as pets.
Yeah, remember the homie we were watching?
Oh yeah.
What's his goofy ass name?
Tiger King.
No.
He had someone come jerk off his bobcat.
What?
What's his fool's the white dude on the podcast with the glasses? Fucking what's his name?
Kanakanis?
No,
Milas-
fuck. Anyways, he had somebody phone in on his podcast and was like, because he asked somebody, what's the weirdest pets you got? And he goes, oh, I got a bobcat. That's a hillbilly called in. He goes, but this bobcat is reckless. He just be fucking shit up. He's mad all the time, snatching people's hats off. He'd be hiding. He goes, so we had to find a guy, and every 2 months we get this bobcat jacked off for $175. He goes, bobcat walks around chill as fuck. And the dude who's running the King and the Sting podcast. That
Oh,
motherfucker. Theo Vaughn, yeah. Theo
You
Vaughn.
can't believe that guy, dude.
Bro,
He's
it was somebody calling in though, telling
That's
him.
very true though.
Yeah, true. Theo Vaughn's like, hey, if it's for your
making
life,
shit up, dog.
you got to ejac that bobcat. I was
But
like,
what
bro,
keep?
what?
How do they find out that every 60 days it's enough? Like,
I
how
don't
do
know.
But
they find
also,
out that
that's
was
like
enough?
illegal bestiality. Like,
Who are you paying to do this?
so the guy, it's like the same
Some guy that
person
likes to
who
fuck
writes
cats.
like crazy. Stephen King writes fucked up movies and shit. You're like, I'm glad you found a creative outlet to not actually act upon your emotions. It's like the guy jacking off the bobcat. You're like, it's still kind of bestiality, but at least you're not fucking a bobcat.
What about the guys that get the cows pregnant?
but I think
Isn't that Steve-O shit, or was that a horse?
I think that's so old school.
And it's necessary.
I think that's like a different.
Was that a horse or a cow that it was Steve-O?
No, well, they jacked off that horse and Jackass.
Yeah, it was a horse. Yeah,
That was different. They had like a whole like fucking fake horse vag.
Yeah.
that is
What
crazy.
is that machine called? The
To have to
fucking,
do, yeah, where they like put their dick, yeah, that shit's crazy,
Bro,
Where they like put their
I don't
dick in
wanna
it
be
and then
that guy.
take it out. That's bro,
Or
horses.
the horses. I mean,
Horses
the
got
cows,
big old cocks.
You gotta like put it in there and spread her.
What would
shit,
you do
and
if
then
you had a horse cock?
Fuck that, bro.
I was thinking about the other day because like sometimes you're watching like you're on a porn
Your shit
site.
will be like here.
You're watching a porn site, right? And it goes, get 5 more inches, 10 more inches. I'm like, all my life I've been walking around with my wang. What if all of a sudden,
I've been
what if
walking
all of
all
a
my
sudden
life.
I get something that's like double, and then now I'm just walking around with it? I have to create a whole new life for me. No more short shorts, different kind of pants.
But why not? You could wear short shorts.
And just let it
Or
hang
like,
out.
would it
It
like
would just change the quality of my life. Having a 12 incher,
like
having
like,
a 12
hey,
incher.
like
It
you're
would change the quality of my
like
life.
you're saying it's not a grower. It's just
It's just always there. It's just always
bulged
like
up.
It's just literally what
it
it
hangs
is.
and then just gets hard when you get hard, and then it just goes back, but it stays flaccid.
When
like,
people say they're not,
banging on your
they're not
knees.
they're not a grower, they're a shower. So do their dick just be here and then just go? Phew.
I would assume so.
when they're not a grower in the shower.
I
Yeah,
highly
'cause I'm a
doubt it's
grower.
gonna grow.
Yeah. I feel like almost everyone's a grower. Like how
Nah, some people's showers.
it just stays out like
I've seen
that.
some showing ass dicks.
Where'd you see them at?
I've seen some showing
I've
ass
seen some
dicks
Where'd
showing
you see 'em at?
ass dicks.
in locker rooms.
Who does that?
You be
on
looking?
porn. Are there any more entitled people than like firefighters' wives?
Wait, what? Where are you going with this?
Because at work, the place that I work, the location, not gonna
We're
give
not
it away.
doxing.
If you
we're
know,
not
you
saying.
know.
If they know, they know.
If you know, you know. There
Boiling
was a
crap.
bunch of like
Boiling crap.
firefighters that came in. Bunch of handsome, mustached up firefighters came in with their significant others. Had a couple babies in there. They were passing around the babies like it was a fucking fire, like a little hot potato or something like that. They were all cool as hell. All the firefighters, cool shit. They were all pretty lit. And then so we had to kind of, tame them to see how much they could drink. All this
Tame 'em?
shit. Not tame them, but kind of
interested in
like,
that.
hey, drink a little water real
Gauge
quick.
them.
Drink a little water real quick, and I'll give you another beer. Yada yada
Why
yada.
are you taming people who put their lives on the line? Let them get carried out.
Because their wives are cunts. So listen to this. Oh. So we would talk to the actual firefighters, and they were cool as hell. I'd be like, yo, before I give you this next drink, like, you drink a water real quick for me. Just like, they're like, you know what? Yeah, you're right. I got you. Cool. Drink a water. I'd be like, cool. Yeah, here you go, my man. Like, cool. Just get something in your system, kind of relax. Like, they were having fun, good white boy bro fun. Like, it was cool, but it was just like, working there. I was like, you guys are kind of lit. I get it. You guys are having fun. You're not doing nothing to nobody, but like, you're kind of lit. So all that shit happens. It goes on, and then we ended up fucking because of their fucking wives or their girlfriends or their fucking mistresses. Ended up having to cut them off. So one of them comes in, and she just like, my homegirl cuts them off, and she's just like, "Do you know who these guys are? Do you know who these guys are? They are firefighters. They save your lives. These guys are heroes." And I was thinking, yeah, bitch, they're heroes. They're great. What the fuck do you do?
Wait.
I was
why
what do you do?
I'm not gonna lie. These guys are probably sloppy assholes.
But they were all cool. And then when you would tell them, like, hey, my man, like, just drink some water first. I don't really feel comfortable giving you another drink right now.
I wonder.
They would be like, okay, yeah, I got you. You know what? Bet. Cool.
I wonder why like, what was their thought process? Like, why are you so adamant?
Because
so you're saying that you tried to like give them a little bit of water, and they were cool with it.
Give them a couple times.
The
fact that you asked them to drink a water, their wives got mad about that. That was the only thing they got mad about.
Their wives got mad because we wouldn't give their wives any more shit. Because the wives were just as fucked up as they were. But they were cool about being like, okay, yeah, you're right.
Oh, okay, you
like,
can't
yeah,
just
you're
skip
right.
that part of the story.
Water. They weren't accepting the
So
one water.
The females
rule.
didn't want to drink the water.
The females didn't want to drink the water. The actual heroes, the actual firefighters, cool as hell. They'd be like, yeah, you're right. Okay, I'm so sorry.
The fucking door down like backdraft.
And they were nice. And then I would
Like,
just, would tell them, be like, hey, my man, like, bro, honestly, like, I want to party with y'all.
So she's
but,
trying
like,
to pull
as
to like
for my job.
My husband's a firefighter. You can't cut me off.
So I'm just like, yo,
shut
for
up,
my
bitch.
job, and because my manager knows this, like, I got to do this. But honestly, like, bro, I want to party with y'all. Like, y'all look fun. Like, I want to
Get
do
the
this
fuck
too.
outta here.
And they would just be like, okay, yeah, that's cool. It's cool. I get it. We'll hold off for a second. Yada,
So
yada,
then what
yada.
happened?
And then so the lady came at the end. And she was like, my husband, do you know who my husband is? He's a firefighter. He's a fucking hero. He saves your lives. And at first I was thinking, I was like, yo, bitch.
Well, he's never saved my life.
He's the
so chill
hero.
out.
He's a firefighter.
I've never been in a
What
fire
do you
either.
do
Facts.
other than suck his fire hose? And second, I was like, well, I don't remember the last time my house was on fire. So what the fuck does he really do for me?
Yeah, he hasn't saved
He
me.
might do it for my community, and I didn't want to talk shit about him because, he's a fire. That's cool. Fucking love and respect firefighters.
Saving cats from
But
trees.
I was also like, yeah, I don't remember the last time I had a fire. And also, bitch, how is he way more chill with us saying, like, no more drinks than you are?
You ready for the punchline? Because they're used to the fire.
They're used to the fire.
You didn't get it?
That's good.
Because he's used to the heat of the moment.
I think it was more. Okay, no, you should have went with that one. That was better. But the thing is, like, their whole. Yeah, go get a beer, my boy.
But yeah,
It's because the wives of like people
wives
in the
are so
military
much more intense.
or like firefighters,
People putting their lives on the line every single day.
their whole personality is I'm a firefighter wife.
Yeah, so we need to have a new fuck the Real Housewives of Hollywood. Real Housewives of fucking Fire Station 16.
They're probably going through a lot because dude's never home.
Yeah, he's like
I was
gone.
about to say, they're
He's
probably
gone for like 5 days a week.
Freaking out.
That's not my problem.
No,
Go
facts.
drink at
I feel
I
home.
hear you. That's a good point.
Yeah, they're probably
But
like.
also, yeah, you're right
Yeah,
too.
that's not my problem. And also, the person that you're claiming to be like, oh, fucking blah, 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 he's cool with it. He's like, yeah, he's being a real bro. Like, okay, I got you. I agree. Like, cool. I'll chill out
you
for a
think
second.
they smash at the firehouse?
The firefighters, they
Like,
probably
no,
fuck
you
each other.
fucking idiot.
They probably
Like,
fuck
bring
each other.
females through. Like,
There has to, bro. If Chuck and Larry taught us anything, there has to be some gay
very true.
firefighters. Ving
Very
Rhames
true.
came out as
Hey.
gay as hell.
Ving Rhames, hella fruity in that movie.
He said, "Whoa, whoa."
That shit was
whoa."
funny, though.
When he was just sitting there dancing with his big old Ving Rhames dick just hanging out. You never seen Chuck and Larry?
No, I never seen it.
Have you seen Baby Boy when he choked out
Chuck and Larry is
when he
hilarious,
choked
though.
out
It's a good movie.
Tyrese and he says, "I try to be good, I try to be nice, but you little pussy motherfuckers over here testing me." Yeah, that's Ving Rhames, and he was gay in Chuck and Larry.
How much do firefighters make?
Probably a lot.
Probably at least
100K?
100K, bro.
80 to 100.
That's
Yeah.
a shitty job.
It's fucked
Yeah,
up. Man.
it's a real shitty job.
Well, I mean, I don't know how much they enjoy it. I mean, you're gone from your crib like what, 5 days a week?
I think it's like, depending on what it is, it's like 4 days or something like that.
You know what I mean?
And you got to cook for yourself.
Yeah, well,
And clean for yourself.
I think low key, like
Like, what's the point of being married?
Is it that bad though?
No. I'm gonna say
4 days with the boys, just your absolute
and y'all
boys,
and y'all are
chilling,
grubbing.
grubbing. I'm sure they probably drink. I don't really know. And then you get 3 days with the fam bam, and you're like, all right, cool, whatever.
Bro,
cool.
I see these fools.
And now I'm out. I'm gonna go hang out with my boys again.
Bro.
If you're bisexual, a firefighter is the greatest fucking job you could ever have. Because you can go fuck your wife for 3 days, and then you could go back to the station,
suck a hose,
and you could just fucking fuck some tight fire ass for like 4 days straight, and then go back to your wife.
Who do you think cheats more, firefighter wives or cop wives?
Cop wives get beat more. I don't know if they get cheated on more, but they get beat more.
God,
How do you not analyze that?
That's a thing, and that's like a statistic.
I have a homie that, well, he's my dad's homie, right? He's older. He goes, my son just graduated LAPD school. He starts next week. He's trying to force. He's on.
He already beat his wife.
I'm all like, what station is he at? He goes, oh, the one in South Central. I'm all like, oh, what's his hours? He goes, oh, he gets paid $30 an hour. He's working 100 hours a week. He's gonna make bank $3,000 a week. I'm all like, he goes, you should be a cop too. Get in shape and be a cop. I'm all like, you think I wanna live my life 12 hours a day and just deal with the world's problems?
Yeah,
the
it
worst,
also depends.
not even
That
just regular
sounds shitty.
problems. It's just bad enough you had to call the cops. Like, you're just dealing with the world's problems
It
all
also
the time.
depends on like where you're at. Because if you're in South Central,
That
downtown
sounds
LA,
trash.
like your job is going to be completely different than like
Lakewood.
the Los Al or Seal Beach or Lakewood cops.
True,
like,
true.
depending on what
But
you have to deal with.
to be able to get hired at those like Irvine and Beverly Hills is you have to come up with a resume like, oh, I did 5 years in South Central, I did 5 years in this, and then finally you can move up to like a different city.
We're talking about who you know.
True, but I don't think you get hired straight from the academy.
Because my
into,
cousin was straight from he was a school safety in Long Beach for a little while, and then he got hired at the Los Al fucking police department, and it was just funny because like other cops from Los Al would like know my car when I lived there with my ex, like they would just know my car, so they would like my cousin will pull me over just to fuck with me because there's nothing else to do in Los Al.
The crazy part is how sidetrack is knowing people will just skyrocket you somewhere. Because we got this
nepotism.
We just got
It's all
this
about who you know.
big time manager that transferred at Costco. Who's only worked at Costco for like 5-6 years, and he's like one of the main.
Just bunny hopped everybody with tenure.
Because his daddy is like a fucking like.
His daddy is
honcho.
Costco.
Yeah,
Dave Costco.
his dad is like a big time like store manager. He was at our store. He's at another store, and now we got his son. And I haven't worked with him, so I don't really know
Personally.
like how like good he is at his job. But no matter how good he is, I'm like, bro,
I
nobody
feel
reaches
it.
that status in 5-6 years.
I feel like where you're coming
Now
from.
sucking some dick.
I feel like where you're coming from, and you're completely like right to feel like that. But think about it on the other end. Like, I've been at this company for 35 years. Should I get a little bit of pull to like move my family up? I feel like
No,
both ways. Look,
for sure.
you could do that, but he better be fucking good. Like, he better do his shit good.
Yeah, see, that's what I don't know.
It's like he better not ask me a goddamn question about nothing.
man, shut up, bro.
Because it's like I've been here for this long. You better not ask me.
Like, what if he
nothing.
comes in and he's like, oh my god, you're like, oh my god, he's the fucking best manager I've ever had. Like, this fool deserves that shit.
No, that would be tight. But I haven't worked with him enough to know that.
But if he comes in and he's just
And
a
if he's a
total-
slap dick,
you're gonna be
my
pissed.
God, bro.
and you would be right.
I'd be like, hey, you're a slappy, and your daddy fucking moved you up.
Kind of on
That's
the
the real
same
world. That's the real
kind of
world.
on the same track. What's the weirdest way you guys have ever jacked off?
Thank you for watching this Patreon clip about the weird
this
shit
is a paid
that Def
segment.
Jeff used to do, because this is not going on
Jesus
YouTube.
Christ.
I get
damn it.
real blowjobs now. It's not that difficult. I'm sure some of your fucking kids probably fucking did that shit.
Thank you guys for watching Patreon.
Man, y'all just fucking,
back.
y'all just pussies.
Stop watching this video and then go to our YouTube
Y'all
channel.
just pussies. Y'all don't know about
Anyways,
content.
top 3 cartoons.
Oh,
of all time.
into that. Oh,
Anyways,
so much fucking better.
top 3
better
cartoons.
content. What kind of cartoons? Kid cartoons? Adult cartoons?
I think just
Well, that's a
overall.
wide range because
Yeah, because SpongeBob and Family Guy aren't the same thing.
okay, wait. All right, I'm gonna have a very wide.
let's go wide general.
A weird top 3.
No specific era, no specific age.
SpongeBob,
Nice, I like that.
Primal, Rick and Morty.
I have no idea what Primal is.
But see, are you caught in the moment though? Because are you saying top 3 cartoons of all time?
Yeah, all time.
Are you putting Primal in top 3 of all time?
I don't know what that is.
Well, if you want to say,
It's a
Defend your point.
no, I'm just saying.
no, but he's
Defend
talking about
Primal.
all time. I don't know if you want to put Primal in your all time.
He just did, so defend it.
But I'm saying he's more of a prisoner of the moment.
I'm just saying what came to mind right now. Because if you want to go all time, that's more than 3. That's like a crazy
That's why it makes
in-depth
you can go
list.
top 10 easily, but just
I just went with the
top.
top 3 that came right to the dome right
Tell them
now.
what Primal is.
Yeah, what's Primal?
Oh, Primal's this fucking caveman
Sick as fuck.
who's got a wife and 2 kids. They get murdered by these big ass dinosaurs. Homie's just fucking lost. Fights the dinosaurs, gets fucked up, goes on his own, runs into this big ass female dinosaur.
T-Rex.
2 kids, her 2 dinosaur babies, get eaten by the same dinosaur gang, other bigger dinosaurs.
Damn.
So then the caveman and the dinosaur go on this weird adventure to become friends. And then they become friends and go on this crazy caveman dinosaur adventure of just fucking shit up. But every time, one of them might get fucked up.
You know the best part about that show is too? There's no words.
Oh yeah, it's just
It's a
dinosaur
caveman
roars.
Okay,
and
that's
a
cool.
T-Rex
Bro,
going.
it's-
But you understand what the
it's
fuck
literally
they're saying to
a
each
very primal man cartoon.
It's like the beginning of Pokemon 2000 when you went to the movies and all the Pokemon are Pokemon.
Oh yeah,
Pikachu,
just talking to
Pikachu.
each other. Yeah.
other. Like
Okay, would you say it's considered a kids cartoon or an adult?
No.
Adult?
I mean, it's like those kids that get away with watching that shit, but it's like a
it's
crazy.
like Adult Swim type shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
it comes on after a certain time.
And it's
you?
like, it's a guy in this T-Rex. I haven't finished the second season. He finished the second
Fucked
season.
up.
But it's just like,
This is new? Is it a newer one?
It got like 3 seasons. It was like one of them short cartoons.
But like what year did it come out?
Shit, like within at least like the last
maybe
5.
the last 5 years
something
or
like
so.
that. It's not that old.
But like, so the guy and the T-Rex, like, they'll be hunting, and the T-Rex will like yell at him, like, I'm hungry. And the guy, the caveman will be like, fucking,
Yeah.
like, me too.
And they understand each
And
other.
then like, they'll kill an animal, and then like the T-Rex will eat the entire animal. And then the guy's looking at the T-Rex, the caveman, like, like,
Yeah.
yo, bitch. Like, what the fuck?
And then there'll
that's
be
funny.
battles they get into where the T-Rex gets fucked up, and you see homie go extra caveman mode because he goes, "Hey, bitch, that's my T-Rex," and just goes crazy on whatever was fucking with him.
And it is
Like-
crazy because
like,
there's literally no words.
I could
It's just all
describe when
grunts.
he goes off is like, you know, in God of War when you'd go full red rage mode. That's what he does. He just starts murdering shit for the dinosaur. It's fucking crazy.
Are the graphics pretty cool? Or is it like Play-Doh?
Sick
It's
as
like
fuck.
Samurai Jack-ish,
Okay.
kind of around that shit.
Cartoon
Your
Network.
Cartoon Network stuff.
All right, you want to go next? Want me to go next?
You go next.
Top 3: SpongeBob, Rick and Morty. Except this last season. This last season was fucking trash.
No way, I haven't seen it yet.
Horrible.
Oh fuck! I'm
Horrible
still gonna watch it.
storylines. It's just fucking.
They're reaching.
It was a money grab. I mean, you've already done everything you could do with Rick
Low
and
key,
Morty.
you kind of capped out
Well,
on
they
Rick
never
and
really
Morty.
had great storylines.
It was just a lot of bullshit.
It was just cool to see things from the future, like the guns and.
That's what I mean. But it never had really great storylines. It always happens in one episode, like with the Squanch wedding, and they all get arrested.
Yeah, or
and then
that
the one
fucking
where
dragon
they open
sex.
it, and then
It's
Rick
just-
like escapes from the prison.
Yeah, or the
To
alternate
me,
universes.
the reason why I love Rick and Morty is like the possibilities of the universe are endless, and then they just like shrink it down. We're like, oh, that could happen. That could happen. It's possible. And then you
Factual.
see how, like, all right, let's fucking do it. So SpongeBob,
Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty. Oh man, this last one's gonna be Pokemon.
solid original Pokemon back
Original
then was
Pokemon.
crazy.
Damn, isn't Ash gone too?
They just retired him and Pikachu.
I actually just watched
do you-
the newest season on Netflix or whatever when he finally won the Pokemon Master.
It
thing.
took him 35 years to become
It
the
made
Pokemon
me,
champion.
but seeing that meme, it
still
made
looks the
me
same.
like go watch that episode.
Yeah.
Because I was like,
Not
I
me.
gotta see this.
Yeah, you know what the most memorable episode of Pokemon was growing up is when little Charmander gets fucked up. And they put him in like a Pokemon ICU, and they have his tail in like a breathing machine to keep his flame on.
his flame
For
alive.
me, bro, when I was a kid, I was like, bro, that is the
The
craziest
movie
shit.
was fucked up when Pikachu died and
Mewtwo was a fucking goon.
That was a peak for me, dog. The Mewtwo and the Mew. That movie,
Man,
Pokemon. Was it
that
Pokemon?
sh-
What's the
that-
first Pokemon movie? Was not Pokemon 2000.
That was the first Pokemon movie.
It was
Yeah.
the Pokemon movie or
Yeah,
something like that.
that
Right?
shit
Yeah, it was
was-
the and you got like
My
a card.
dad
You
was
got like a
pissed.
card when you went to the movie. They gave you
Facts.
like a card with the ticket.
All right, let's see Jeff's top 3 since he's fucking judging all this bullshit.
Almighty Jeff.
SpongeBob, Family Guy, and The Simpsons.
Oh, he went very generic.
That's a good list.
It is a good list, though.
How was that? What are that's top 3
Yeah,
cartoons of all time?
those are-
That's why
those
I
are-
was
those
trying
are
to
great.
differentiate like child cartoons or adult cartoons. But those top three cartoons.
Family Guy
of all
just
time.
has gotten away with jokes.
Family Guy,
forever.
The Simpsons, and SpongeBob.
Got away with what?
Like just the jokes they throw out is just like, bro, either racist, whatever the fuck it is. They just keep going.
If you
and
think
going
of
and
any
going
other
and
better
going.
cartoons, let us know in the comments. Put it down below.
Yeah.
Let us know of any your top 3 cartoons, because to me that's god tier cartoons: SpongeBob, Family Guy, and The Simpsons.
Timeless.
That's top tier. You can't beat those 3 cartoons.
Facts.
Yeah, if you had to pick one all time, it's got to be. The Simpsons have to be up there just for the simple fact. Maybe Family Guy was written better and funnier, but the fact that the Simpsons traveled through time and came up with like predictions that
is the weird part. They always came up with a lot of random shit.
But to me, I would probably choose The Simpsons just because of the nostalgia. Because that was the one thing I remember my family, like my mom, my dad, my brother, my sister, all that. Like on Sundays, we would watch The Simpsons 8:00 every night. Sunday night when they had the new season. And that was the one thing, like one of the one rare memories of the whole family, like, was watch this new episode of The Simpsons. The new Halloween house, like the Treehouse of Horror.
Treehouse of Horror specials.
Like, I used to be scared of that shit.
Have always been epic.
And it was just like, always that shit always made me like, that was just always a fucking pristine fact. Watch Sunday Night Heat, and then we watch fucking The Simpsons. Sunday Night Heat
was good. Classic. To me, most of my Simpson watching was during the week at 6 p.m. on Channel 11. And I had to verbally convince and almost fight my dad for the remote because he would want to watch Jose Luis Sin Censura at 6 p.m., which is the Mexican Jerry Springer. And bitches would come out in thongs.
I thought that was a line from a Bad Bunny song.
Jose Luis Sin Censura. If you know Jose Luis Sin Censura, it's Jerry Springer, but with bitches.
Like, that's a Bad Bunny bar right there.
And then the securities will let you get off like 15 shots and then separate you. So he goes, no, we're going to watch Jose Luis. I'm like, Dad, I want to watch The Simpsons. He goes, no. I hate this show. It's so stupid. We're going to watch Jose Luis Sin Censura.
Did he like it? Did he like it when the Mexican Bumblebee was on?
Ay, caramba.
So racist, bro. God damn it.
It's not the same. It's definitely not the same what it used to be. But like even now, like the new Family Guy and especially like the new Simpsons, they have on like Hulu and shit. It's pretty funny.
It's still pretty good
because it's so like up to date now with the new technology and like
on
tech and shit
HBO. I think
like
it's HBO Max or Hulu. The whole new 2 seasons of Animaniacs. Just as good,
Hulu.
bro.
I haven't seen that.
That was Hulu.
Man, they still pushed the limit on that. I'm watching. I was like, those are adult ass jokes, bro. Yeah, they did. They had some wild ass jokes.
It always has been kind of adult shit because he used to always kiss the security guard in the mouth.
Yeah, no, they have some shit on there.
They address the middle one like a girl.
The old '90s, like early 2000s cartoons.
They maintain that same vibe.
Were like for teenagers.
Yeah,
like it was like TV 14.
Animaniacs came back with
like TV
with a force, bro.
G
that shit
or
was
something
good.
like that. But like a lot of those old cartoons
funny as
were
fuck.
like Courage the Cowardly Dog, Ed, Edd and Eddy.
A little weird. They're always a little weird.
Cartoon Network shit. Like that shit was like real low key. Ren and Stimpy.
You ever remember Space Ghost on Cartoon Network?
I never watched it.
It was just goofy as fuck. It was like a cartoon superhero talk show. And they would just do weird ass shit.
With the guy with the black mask and
the white suit. He had a whole bag.
It was like Jay Leno, and then the jokes wouldn't hit for me.
You were a weird kid if I sat there I sat there and watched it like fucking Space Ghost.
They came out with a study that today, like this year, it says 1/4 or almost like 2/4 of all toys that have been bought this year were for and purchased for adults. But I think that's always been a thing. It's just that now you could track it. But there's always been Star Wars nerds and big old guys that have money to buy fucking action figures. That's been going
since like the fucking 70s and 80s. You got them guys that collected the fucking McDonald's toys from all the years. Them shits are worth hella money for whatever fucking reason.
Yeah, Furbies and all that shit.
Some little shitty looking fucking crappy plastic toy. Oh yeah, it's worth $10,000.
Full of lead.
It's original McDonald's fucking chopping cheeseburger. Like,
yeah, I saw that story today on I don't know, Instagram or whatever, Google News, and like 1/4 of all toys have been bought this year were purchased by adults. I'm like, I think that's a normal thing.
Facts.
Like that's always been a thing. It's
honestly, I'm a fan of buying the different like DC Batman. They got some cool looking ass I'm like, I bought
like regular action figures.
It's an action figure. There was 2. It was like one was from the original cartoon Batman, like in the late 90s, where he's on the top with the fucking lightning strike was the intro.
The Joker with the pointy
chin. And then there was another Batman. I was like, I bought those 2 because they look cool as fuck.
I feel like adults have a good excuse. Like, first of all, if you don't open it, it's a collectible. And also, it's like a fucking nostalgia thing. You just post it up. And we used to think about this as kids. Like, I can't wait to have my own spot and put up all my shit up there. Like, you know, it's one of those things. Like,
until you have a wife and she throws all that shit away.
Have you guys been trained to like piss on the side of the toilet so you don't make noise from when you were younger? So when you had to go to the bathroom, your mom didn't yell at you.
that only happens.
I want everybody to hear my stream, baby.
The only thing that only happens.
I catch myself all the time. I did it right now. I catch myself because
Sound like a waterfall.
I would go to the bathroom
manners.
when I was younger, and my mom would be like, "Shut the fuck up," and I'm like, "Yo, lady, I have to pee." And then so I would just pee on the side of the toilet.
If that's
so
the case, you should have told her you need to install a little bee on the porcelain.
So now that I'm 31,
like when you go to the bars, there's that little
now,
bee right there. You just aim at the bee.
There's times now where I'm just like, yo, why am I peeing on the side? I don't give a fuck. Like, this is my house. I live here. And I would just piss in it. But I would catch myself like, I'm still pissing on the side of the porcelain because remember my mom yelling at me for going pee in the middle of the night. But I'm like, I have to pee.
Same thing happened to me. I will make too much noise. My mom will trip. Sometimes I'm in my house. I'm by myself. There's nobody in here. And I'm still pissing to like, at this point, it's part of like, how skilled, do I still got it? Do I still got the skill? Can I still do it?
Or trying to flush the toilet, still can't get that shit right. While you're peeing and you flush the toilet just in time, so when the toilet finally flushes at the bottom,
you're done.
Your
peeing.
stream is done, and then it comes up and there's no more pee. You ever done that?
No,
you never done that.
As a fat guy,
I still can't get that.
Let me give you a fat man insight. When you piss,
you can't
right?
See it.
And then you think you're done, but your pee had to like get under the last blubber of your belly.
That's prostate
under your
shit.
fucking like bladder, and once you think you're done, a little bit more still comes out.
That's prostate cancer.
You might want to get that.
Your prostate cancer is by your butt.
Oh
yeah, but that affects your piss. Affects your piss stream.
Well, guys, if I die,
that's
you know where.
Well, guys, when you go pee and then you're like, oh, if I flush it right now, the second I'm done peeing, the fucking toilet will flush and it'll come back up. Every now and then I'll get it right, but like fucking 9 times out of 10, I'm off.
The sports moment that fucked me up the most, I would say, is from racing. Watching Formula 1 racing. Big time fan. I've always watched that shit. Before it got popular on
He
fucking
really has.
on
He's the only guy I know that does that.
on Netflix, and everybody, oh, you watch Formula 1? Like, no, bitch. Like, I fucking been watching this shit. My dad watched it for. Anyways, it's Lewis Hamilton. He's on the verge of winning his 8th title. He's tied all time 7th with this German dude, Michael Schumacher, who's like the Michael Jordan. So in a semi-racist world of racing, now you got this British black dude who's about to break the shit. So it's a weird feeling from them motherfuckers. But from the rest of where everybody's like, all right, cool. Up and down season. It's the final race of the year. This is the first time in like fucking 10 years the championship has come down to the last race. And it's overseas. I think it was Abu Dhabi. So the race is on our time, 6 a.m., right? So I'm like, bro, I'm watching. There's a few races I get up. I'm like, I got to watch this race. I don't got to work that day. I get up. I have a bottle of champagne ready to go at like as soon as the race is over, bro.
This motherfucker really watches.
Watch that shit. I love that shit.
NASCAR, F1,
Bro.
like, has been watching that
Yes.
shit.
You can tell by the
blows
details
my
of the
mind.
story,
Bro.
It blows my mind.
Watching this race, right? Race starts. My pops is up. We're watching it. We take a couple shots. You know, we're locked in. And Lewis is murdering the whole race. But I'm not sold yet. I'm kind of like, all right, cool. Like, he's fucking this race up. He's in first place by like 20 seconds, you know, doing his thing. Some weird shit happens towards the end of the race. His team left him out there on his tires way too long. The up-and-coming kid, fucking Max Verstappen's on fresh tires. Somebody wrecks. And instead of following the proper rules of resetting the field, so, they got to bring a car out, slows everybody down. Somebody crashed. Guys that have been lapped, overtaken by the starting field. All these cars, supposedly according to the rules, are supposed to get told to unlap themselves, and then they restart the race. There's about 4 cars in between Lewis and Max.
So they start even again?
Yeah, so they restart even the way that the shit ends up. So say I'm 19th.
You're supposed to start where the crash started, and that's it.
No, so after the crash, the guys that have been lapped around get to go back to an even again, but you're still 19th. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
So instead of properly resetting the field, the guy running the shit only lets the 4 cars between Max and Lewis unlap themselves. Max is on brand new tires. Lewis is on like 40 plus lap tires. So it becomes a 1 lap shootout. Lewis gets passed halfway through
That's pretty dope.
And instead of becoming the all-time greatest champion, bro, they pulled it. It felt like they pulled a coup, bro.
Some bullshit. They pulled a January 6th.
Swept the rug out from homeboy because I'm gonna keep it real. They didn't want to see the fucking black driver become the greatest champion of all time.
Probably.
At this point, when this happened, was he favored? Hamilton was favored to win.
Like
let's say people were betting and you put your money on him to win.
That last race,
he was like the Tiger Woods of it.
For sure, that last race.
Then it's Vegas.
For
Vegas
sure,
always
that
finds
last
a way
race.
to like never let the
and it was
bettors win.
weird
Probably
because
find some racist
America's heavily involved now with the Netflix, so it got a lot of TV, but it was shitty because then the race ends. Lewis is in second. Fireworks are going off, and you just see him sitting in his car. He got out. He had this whole cry session in the corner. Like his dad had to walk up, who's been by his side since he was racing at 6 years old.
Damn.
And kind of give him the like, hey, bro, you're a 7-time champion. It's homeboys first. Like,
he was already 7 times.
Bro, he was already
he
that
was an OG
guy
over here.
If he had won 8, he would have been full blown at this point, considered
cemented
the
GOAT.
greatest.
Yeah.
But by some weird shit, and then as time went on, the guy who was the president of F1, they fired his ass. They did this whole investigation, all this shit, but they didn't change the outcome
He
of the
corrupt
race.
like FIFA.
Bro.
At the end of the day, it was like his call to like.
Oh yeah,
Figure
it
it
was
out.
for sure his call.
So what
I hate when
was
that happens.
He basically found a loophole in the rule. Said like, oh, I don't have to let all the lap cars pass. It just says lapped cars.
just some hater ass
It doesn't
shit.
say all.
But you feel like the guy that got fired knew that this
Oh,
guy had new
1,000%.
tires.
Oh, 100%.
He
Probably
did.
some corrupt
1,000%.
shit.
And it would have just made so much controversy that would have picked the league up. And it just,
When you go-
and the benefit of the league at that time, that guy Hamilton, he's already won 7 times. If he wins an 8th, it's not going to be on the number 1 slot on the news. But if he loses at the end because of this and that,
Oh, it was
and then this
massive
next guy
headlines.
comes, then the headlines are there.
Massive
But when you go
headlines.
So you have-
international with those sports, like a F1 or like a FIFA and shit like that, that's when the corruption comes in.
Starts
like,
getting
sure,
weird.
There's corruption in the NBA and the NFL.
But that's
and the
just
MLB and
America
shit like
based.
that. That's it. But when you go international,
Everybody's
that's when
watching.
politics and all that other shit starts coming in, and that's when money and like
That's what it
I'm
is.
gonna threaten your family and all this shit. That's
got
when
weird.
that shit starts
It got
coming
weird.
in,
I
and
think
it gets
it's money.
crazy.
'Cause-
So what is your favorite moment
That was the
as
worst.
a sports fan?
Now,
that
what
was the
is-
worst. Favorite moment as a sports fan is I've never seen one of my favorite teams win an actual championship. You know what I mean? I'm a Raiders fan, but they fucking won a million years ago.
Yeah, but you're a Spurs fan.
That's what it is. So when the Spurs were off and cracking, I've seen a lot of Spurs champions. I'm pretty much was remembered enough sports by the time I was like 10, 11, whatever,
You
to
were also
like
pretty young when that happened.
see most of them. But the
Well, he's from Texas.
that too.
So he's an
But the
actual
one I just
Spurs
full
fan.
blown was locked in on. I was already old enough to drink. Was in 2014 when they won. They won that year before, and they lost to the Heat when Ray Allen got that rebound and hit that 3, and then the Heat won.
That crazy shit.
And then the following year, the Spurs went on a rampage again, and I'll still say it to this day. Single-handedly dismantled the Heat super team because they almost swept them that
Almost
next year in
swept
the
the
finals. They beat the Heat 4-1, but the games they won, they beat their fucking ass. And that was the greatest shit. Bro, I got so sauced, see the trophy go up, and then I drunk passed out. I think I woke up at like 5 or 6 a.m. the next day because I had slept since like 7 the night before and watched game highlights until I had to go to work at 9. I was like,
Dang, you still wouldn't work?
yeah. Well,
I
I'd already
would've
had
called
all that
out.
damn sleep. I was like, fuck.
I slept 15 hours.
Bro, man.
Is Popovich not the greatest, but arguably the greatest top 3 coaches of all time?
He's up there for sure.
But
that's
top
a long.
3.
That's a long.
I feel like he's hella underrated as far as like for sure top 5. But when you go top 3,
Well,
and
I think
arguably
win,
the greatest.
wins wise, no matter what, I think he's like top 3 anyways or some shit like that.
It's like him, Phil
All-time
Jackson, and then
Red Auerbach has like 12.
Yeah,
Red
yeah,
Auerbach
yeah,
with
yeah.
the Celtics.
But that was when it was
back
like
then.
black and white.
Yeah.
But like
still give him a shine. You gotta give,
Yeah.
even though that's the
arguably like,
enemies.
but he's just so low key and so nice. Like, wasn't it that one game where he had Becky Hammond where he got like kicked out in like the first 5 minutes of the game?
Oh, and he let her
then,
run the
like,
rest of the game,
winked
and then
at
they
her
won with
when
her.
he was
Like, he
leaving.
knew what he was
and
doing.
was like, yo, here you go.
Well, that year they won the chip, I went. I was going to at least a game a year with my boy Nate. He's a Lakers fan, so we go to that year they win the chip, and we got good seats. We're pretty low, And we walking fucked up. So we're watching the game, and the Spurs passing was so crazy that I had to kind of slow down on my drinking in the first quarter because it was like Parker, Ginobili. I was like, all right, bro. I was like, I need to take a timeout because there's a lot of assists going. Like, I can't even follow. Like, somebody touched it, it got passed. And then, what the fuck? Who hit the jumper, bro? Like,
Exactly.
Yeah. What about you, bro? What's the top and
what's
best?
What's your worst
top and
sports
worst?
moment as a fan?
I'm dying to tell you guys exactly what my sports. I gotta piss.
He just quit his own show.
All right. Well, being a Raider fan, he just fucking left his own show.
Just quit his own show.
So, but yeah, I feel like Pop is definitely like underrated. Like everyone respects him if you know the game of basketball, but if not, like you don't. Because Tim Duncan had what 5 rings, and he had one. He had an MVP, right?
Yeah.
He had one or two.
Shit ton of All-Stars. I think it was only one.
He had one MVP.
Shit ton of All-Stars. But he had a
he's just
Finals
so
MVP. I
basic.
think he had 2 Finals MVPs.
But also, like, his most favorite, like, or just most famous meme is just him going,
yeah, sitting on the bench.
like a fucking robot, just fucking
Bro.
breaking.
Like,
He's
you
just
said that
like,
earlier. I do that shit randomly all the time. I see people,
Bro, I
"Vince,
do
what
it
up?" I'm
all
like,
the time. I just see somebody, I'm like, what's up, dog? It's like,
that shit's
I
funny.
don't even know where I learned that from, but I guess it was fucking Timmy D. And like, yeah, the days when he played with what's his name? I don't know, David Robinson.
Robinson, yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
well, you got to figure
the
a lot
Admiral.
of actual basketball fans hella respect him and like Manu Ginobili because Manu was so reckless when he played. People were just like, I like that dude, bro.
I heard that from outside when I left the stadium.
Bro, it was so great. Anyways, here we go.
Anyways, this guy.
The host is back.
I'm fat. Fat people have small bladders.
So, what is your worst moment? I mean, being a Raider fan, I'm sure you have a lot of worst moments.
I see what you're
But
saying,
like,
Jeff.
what is your worst moment as a fan, and what's your best moment as a professional fan?
Look, the thing that I remember the most is being 12 years old, forcing my family, my Mexican American family who's never watched football on TV before, forcing them and teaching them about the Super Bowl. And it's the Super Bowl. It's the Raiders versus the Bucks.
Terrible
Me
game.
telling them about like, oh, the Raiders are so good. We got Gannon and Jerry Rice and all these people. And then my dad sits down. He wants no parts of watching football. He hates it. He doesn't understand the rules. We sit down. I get there, and then by halftime, it's like
That game sucked.
horrible.
It's a lot to a little.
And then I had to pretend like I still had a chance, and like I just kind of like broke
That
down.
game sucked.
I used to wear my Raider jersey, Tim Brown jersey, to school in middle school, like, and then going to school and like people just making fun of me because they knew I was a Raider
Who was
fan.
the interim head coach after Gruden left that year?
Callahan, Bill Callahan.
'Cause
He was their
didn't
OC.
He like not change?
No, he did
any of the plays?
everything Gruden did. And
So
Gruden
all
knew
the Bucks
exactly
were
what
like-
the
I
fuck
see
we
where
were
you're going
Follow
with
the
this,
plays?
but the Raiders at that time were a well-oiled machine. Everything was just
No.
smooth.
They just met their kryptonite.
No, but I'm just saying
The former
because-
coach and knew everything they were going to do.
Unfair.
Because Callahan didn't change the plays.
Not
when
even
they
the
would
names.
Say it. Gruden would like tell his
Bro.
defense, Derek Brooks.
You remember
Dexter
that behind the
Jackson,
scenes that
one
Gruden was the
sack.
quarterback in practice all week of the Super Bowl? Oh my God.
So to me, that was bad. I was 11 and 12 years old. 2002, I was 12, right? I was about to be 12. I was 11.
I went to go play basketball during that Super Bowl.
That was bad, right? And ever since then, we never been back. And the Tuck rule, and then all of the years of turmoil with the Raiders, it's all been bad. But that Super Bowl hurt extra, right?
Did you say
I feel
ever
like
since then you never been bad or you never been back?
we've never been back to the
never
Super
been
Bowl.
back to the Super Bowl.
Oh, okay.
But
thank God.
I think the Raiders,
say you
that
never been
2002
bad.
was the worst because I was a little kid and I was emotional. I probably cried. I was a little bitch. But the closest thing to that is the Dodgers versus the Houston Astros in the World Series. It went seven
He's got
games.
an honorable mention.
And we fucking lost at home against the Astros. And then later you come out to find out that they cheated.
Cheating. I remember that.
And even though they were cheating,
they didn't cheat.
Even though they were cheating, they almost still beat them.
They didn't cheat.
Garbage
quote
cans.
unquote.
Yeah, he's going to throw
They
a
just
slider.
didn't want Jose Altuve. His wife didn't want to see his
Fastball.
tattoos. You know, whatever he said.
But
Whatever
greatest
dumbass lie he said.
But greatest. Okay, so I have the best and honorable mention for the worst. I also have a tie for the best. The best is the bubble champion. No, I erased that. Paul Gasol, Kobe Bryant, Lamar Odom.
To the
Helicopter
Celtics.
accident.
Championship. The second one when Kobe won his fifth. I went to that fucking parade. That was amazing.
Nice.
And then the Dodgers winning in 2020. I don't care if it was the pandemic ball, pandemic ring, whatever. Boom, boom, boom. We're the best team.
That was a win. That was a solid victory.
Man.
We were down 3-1 to the Braves. Came back.
Solid victory.
And people hate on the bubble MLB, the bubble Lakers shit, bro. They won.
They still
You
won
still
the
gotta get on the
chip.
field and play.
fucking
You
won.
still played
yo,
professionals.
I don't
You
give
still
a
gotta
fuck.
get on the field.
So what?
play.
I'm not professionals because there's no fans in the crowd?
Yeah.
Oh, we're not professionals.
The
Like,
world
they
is dying,
fucking
so
won.
it doesn't count.
But also remember that football season where there were no fans?
That was weird.
That was so weird. Oh, my worst fucking sports moment was, well, it's kind of be a tie between the Eagles signing Chip Kelly. Fuck you, Chip Kelly.
That was bad.
And for two, but the number one is, I was in 8th grade. I was at my boy Calvin's house watching the Eagles play the Patriots in the Super Bowl in 05. Having T.O. come back with the screws in his legs and all this shit, and everything's going fine. Come to find out, whatever, McNabb threw up in the huddle in the last drive. Brian Westbrook catching this crazy-ass touchdown. It was a good time. And I remember crying like a bitch because we lost the Super Bowl to the Patriots in 05. Flash forward to fucking 2018. I'm in a not very happy relationship. I don't really love where I'm at in
What a
life.
surprise.
But the motherfucking Eagles, I was at the game where Carson Wentz tore his ACL. I remember seeing Carson
Flew out
Wentz
there.
score that touchdown
crazy.
at the LA Coliseum. And then he comes back. It's like a penalty holding or some shit like that. Comes back, throws a touchdown to Brent Selleck. He scores a touchdown. You're like, oh, sick. And right before halftime, Carson Wentz is walking to the locker room. And I remember seeing that, and I'm like, where the fuck is Carson
Oh,
going?
and you went with Donnie and Gerald, right?
Yeah,
Was it-
that was the day I almost got in a fight. Yeah.
This guy thought he was invincible because he was walking around with our 6'8" big ass Samoan homeboy. He thought he could fight everybody.
That was also old.
Shout out to the Samoans.
That was
Is there any Samoans out there?
25-year-old
I want more
I-
Samoan
I-
friends.
I-
Hit me up. I want to be your
I
friend.
see Donnie the next week at practice. He goes, "Hey, Jeff is wild because I guess he thought he
But
was
I
with me,
genuinely
that he
was-
could
yeah.
fight anybody." I was
He
like,
also didn't help.
"Yeah,
he was
yeah."
just
I
like,
know.
yo, I
Donnie
got
wants
you,
to
bro.
fight everybody too.
So
he just
also
acts
wants
real
to
nice
fight
about
everyone
it.
too. So if you're with a 6'8", 320-pound Samoan,
Shout out to
and
Donnie.
he wants to
Donnie.
fight everybody,
I wanna be your
would
friend,
you-
Donnie.
And you already want to fight everybody. Are you not going to take advantage of that?
Hell yeah.
All right, we good. And
right,
your
next.
team won the game, so yeah, fucking. But that's old Jeff. That's
times.
all that old shit. So I remember seeing Carson go into the locker room,
Was
and
that
I'm
a
like,
good or bad? Was that a good one or a bad one?
what?
Carson going to the locker room.
That was terrible.
Okay.
That's when he tore his ACL.
So that's your worst.
And it was like right before halftime. This is my like worst, but leading into my best.
Yeah, I was
because
about to say.
I saw him leaving, and that's when, bro, he was an MVP that season. Carson Wentz had 32 touchdowns in like week 13, and then Russell Wilson ended up having like the touchdown record with the Seahawks, and he had like 37, and he played 4 more games than Carson did. So that's why if you don't give Jalen the MVP because he don't play a week or two, y'all bitches. All right, Jalen Hurts is the MVP. But anyway, I digress. So I remember seeing that, and Nick Foles came in, and I was like, fuck. Like, this sucks. And
no-
we had
no
the
faith in
number
him.
1 seed. Like, we were balling, and I was like, God damn it. So he came in, he won that game, and I was like, fuck, all right. Nick Foles is doing it. I think the next game was the fucking, the Raiders game that we watched.
Yeah, on Christmas.
On Christmas Eve.
Barely won that game, right?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
barely beat the Raiders. Nick Foles finally won. We got the number 1 seed, and then we find out Carson tore his ACL. It was all shitty. And then that year,
Magical playoff run.
yeah, that was when we played.
Philly.
Forgot who we played before. It's either the Bears or the Saints or somebody. We played them in the first round, beat them, and then the championship game was the Vikings. And them motherfuckers did their little skull chant on the fucking rocky steps and all that shit. We were like, hell
Goddamn.
nah.
It's crazy.
Beat the shit out the Vikings. It
was a blowout.
Bitch ass Vikings. Y'all suck. So we went to the fucking Super Bowl, played the Patriots, was a really good game.
Epic.
Malcolm Jenkins knocking Brandon Cook out the game definitely helped a lot. Tom Brady
Facts.
dropping that ball definitely helped a lot. But it was a whole thing. And I remember on that last play, Tom Brady threw that fucking Hail Mary, and we brought it down. and I cried. I cried like a little bitch, but I also don't remember a goddamn
I'm gonna
thing
say
after that.
He
is
cried himself to sleep.
Jeff's Super Bowl has an asterisk because he passed
Look
out.
at this Raider fan hating because he don't have a Super Bowl. I
Passed
watched
out
the entire game.
before they rose the trophy.
I watched the entire game.
The game
And
ended.
Shout out Selena, one of my homegirls I've known since I was like fucking 6 years old. She does like parties or whatever.
Super
Shout
Bowl
out Selena.
catering.
She was on the
Sets up
sideline
events.
during the Super Bowl.
Are you serious?
And she FaceTimed me.
That's dope.
She
With
worked like a
Zach
company
Ertz
that sets
on
up
the
Super Bowl events.
But I was so drunk and fucked up
How can you FaceTime? You have an
that
Android.
I could not answer that call because I was drinking since 10 a.m.
He,
that
did, he,
day.
he didn't see the trophy go up.
It was the Instagram FaceTime because
So I didn't
have
see
an
the
iPhone.
trophy go up. I saw it all the next day. But God, I started drinking at 10 a.m. that day on the Super Bowl Sunday when the Eagles played the
That
Patriots.
was his first mistake.
I don't give a fuck.
Super Bowl Sunday,
I
but
started
that is
drinking there.
very
I was
early.
already in a
Very early
relationship
to
I
get
didn't want to
rolled.
be in.
Early.
I was already drinking a lot. I didn't want to be with this girl anymore.
I hear a lot
gonna
of
watch
excuses.
Super Bowl here, so whatever. I was already drinking a lot anyway. That was when I was heavy alcoholic. And then, so I watched the game, and I feel like God let me watch the entire game. I remember the game, but the very last pass when Tom Brady threw it up and we knocked it down and the Eagles won, that's when God was like,
Turned
all
him
right,
off.
cool. You're dead. Like, you're done.
Bro.
And right after that, don't remember a goddamn
Hilarious.
thing. I
Great.
just remember pissing the bed and waking up at 4 a.m.
Nice.
And saying, oh my God, we
Move
won
of
the
champions.
fucking Super Bowl.
Move of champions.
We won the fucking Super Bowl.
That's gonna be
I
the only-
don't care.
That's the only time-
And that was my favorite sports memory of all time.
That's the only time where you get so drunk you piss yourself. You wake up like, oh, my team won the Super Bowl. I'm not that pissed off.
Side honorable mention for worst sports moment: Undertaker losing at WrestleMania.
Yeah, that was a lot. Was that when I was like,
That was like his last year or something. Like
No,
Nah,
I mean,
that
he
was a
still
while
wrestled
ago.
like a couple years after that, but
I think I was at your house when
he,
that
he
happened.
lost to Brock Lesnar, and there was still like another 3 matches in WrestleMania after that. Nobody cared about those
when
last
they
3
broke
matches.
when they broke
Bro.
the Undertaker
They're,
streak.
they're in New Orleans with 100,000 people, and the crowd for the last 3 main matches is just like just silent. Speaking of WrestleMania, I pulled the trigger on those tickets, baby. I'm going to both nights, son.
SoFi.
SoFi, night
hard.
1, night 2.
Where you sitting at?
Night 1, I'm right next to the stage where they film.
When is it?
On the
So there's-
field.
No. So like that first bowl
You're
where
in-
the
you're in a
camera is
seat.
point
You're
from.
in a seat.
Yeah, I'm in a seat.
Okay.
Night 2,
That's dope.
I'm on the opposite end of the bowl, but I'm at angle to where I can see everything.
When is it?
April.
Bro, tickets low key aren't that
I
expensive.
was gonna
Depending
say,
on where you get.
I might low key
Bro.
like Seat Geek it or something.
Bro, I'm hyped.
Get like last minute tickets.
Bro,
I mean,
I'm crazy
They
hyped.
have no like.
I'm about to
obviously,
go ham, bro.
It's crazy, right? But the fact that they got first, they did it in Dallas, right? That was a crazy event. But now they're in SoFi. It's a $5 billion venue.
2 nights.
Crazy shit has to happen.
Yeah, but it's
They're
WrestleMania.
not no money down in this big venue
2
for
nights.
no reason,
Bro.
Well, you know who
There's
killed it
things-
last year?
Things are gonna happen.
You know
It's
who
gonna be
killed it
crazy.
last year? And like I've been seeing on my like other podcasts, and I always fucked with him too. Is Logan Paul?
Look, I'm
Well, he did that Arabia match with Roman Reigns, and he was
Yes.
a really good wrestler.
Bro, he,
I wanna talk about that.
no, he
actually-
did.
he
What was it? The
actually
Miz last year
really
at
wrestles.
WrestleMania. Yeah, and
He
he
like
was,
actually really wrestles.
He's actually-
he's really
athletic
athletic
as
and good
fuck.
at that
I want to talk
shit.
about Logan. Look, Logan, I used to be a fan, then I'm not a fan, then I am a fan. He does things that piss me off, right?
I used to not be a fan. Now I'm a really big fan.
I saw him wrestle that guy Roman, and I was like, "Holy shit, this was
he-
good."
he catches
Then he got
great-
hurt,
Bro, the
Bro, he
fact he,
blew
did
his
that
goddamn
whole, the fact
ACL,
he did
bro.
that whole like backflip shit and had his phone and said like knew to have the like
was
the
dope, bro.
wherewithal like you want to go viral, let's go viral, and had the first person
I-
view of it.
So for
I
me-
was like, bro, he bringing a whole nother thing.
I like him
to the
because
WWE
he
that
catches
no one else can bring.
He catches crazy heel heat. Like people boo him with hate. I'm like, bro, this fool's barely been here, and he's catching heat that other wrestlers like. I wish they booed me like
He's
that.
doing like
I
that
can.
Kurt Angle shit,
Bro,
Like,
they-
you suck,
people
but
hate
like,
him.
bro,
I like it.
he's a heel.
But it's great because when you that's what
Yeah.
wrestlers they love that boo.
That's part of the vibe.
Yeah,
Because
now you
Roman
gotta- now
Reigns
you
was
got-
a heel.
Now you gotta respect them.
Oh, for sure.
He tore both ACLs.
It depends when he'll wrestle
But
again.
then
His damn
also
knees
when
all
he
blown.
wrestles, like you see it and you're like,
He's athletic.
He's not like taking this shit
He looks
lightly.
the part.
Like he
looks like a.
All right, now that I
wrestler.
let you two guys who actually like wrestling get your fucking nuts off about wrestling, let me tell you what
Nice.
really happened. He signed up for a bag for 2 fights, and he's not hurt. He didn't hurt himself. He just signed up for 2 bags. He doesn't want to be a wrestler. He put on some steroids. He's gone. Why? Because if he was really hurt, right now on Impulsive, his podcast, he would be fucking.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Stringed up. Wouldn't be. He would be in a hospital
Or-
with 2 MCLs.
yeah,
He would not be able to do anything.
Maybe he thought he
It's a
blew
big
his shit.
play.
I don't know.
It's all a big movie novella.
It is all wrestling.
But it was dope. I respect it. I love it. It was fake.
But also,
But he
just
did his
love
thing.
How,
No, yeah.
Also, I just love how you're so convinced that that's correct.
Yeah, because wrestling is a federation of.
What if he
truth.
actually had real surgery on the low?
No.
But
He
that's
wouldn't
what
be-
I'm saying.
He wouldn't be able to walk on Impulsive. How many times has he gone viral since then? Hella viral clips. Nothing on his knees. No raps. No nothing.
People have torn their ACLs and
Maybe-
not known for
maybe
like
he's-
months later.
maybe he's that guy.
People get screws. They walk around with casts.
Maybe
they're in
he's that
wheelchairs.
guy.
Okay, but that's that crazy of an ACL tear.
Let
People
it
have
sink
torn
in.
their
Let it sink
ACLs and not known for like months later.
All right, you, because you're the real fan, who did a better WWE, right? Stint. Bad Bunny or Logan Paul? Who brought more to the sport and their stint?
I would say Bad Bunny brought more global eyes.
I agree with that because
Yeah, but Bad Bunny's
Latino
a shtick.
people-
Logan Paul's gonna come back and wrestle
Latino
again.
people and people who speak Spanish already love lucha libre.
Yeah.
They already love it.
No,
you just need to transfer it over to
the
the
only
WWE.
reason I respected Bad Bunny coming in is because supposedly it was during pandemic, so he had nothing else better to do. But like he went to Florida and just lived at the training center
Went
for
to
3
school.
months, and then
Took
actually
classes.
looked very impressive
Decent.
at WrestleMania, and then came out at the Royal Rumble, and it was the same. I was like, get the fuck out of here! This goofy motherfucker actually gave a fuck.
Yeah, I had no faith in him, but he came out
And then
did his thing.
you would read random shit from other wrestlers. They're like, the only reason we like him is because he actually tried.
So at that point, Bad Bunny did his thing. He was badass. Like, oh my god, a celebrity came in and respected the game and did great. But Logan came in.
No, Logan
with
came
his
in,
athleticism,
but because
flying off the
that's
turnbuckle.
different. Logan,
So, different level.
Logan brought in a I'd say lesser global eyes, but athleticism wise,
Technically.
he for sure
Like,
showed.
So when
Wise.
Logan comes back and does another match, what are you gonna say?
that he did so well in his tryout for his first bag. They have no choice but sign him to another 2-fight deal. You think Logan's probably gonna fight for the next 15 years in WWE? I'll be
What
fucking
else is
stupid.
he
No,
doing?
I don't think he's in a.
It was automatic.
Low key,
2
like
fights,
like
3
he
fights.
said
What else
too.
is
Like
he
it's not like
doing,
he's
though?
doing a million other things.
Prime, right?
But why would you not want to be a WWE superstar?
Okay, so look.
Every kid.
Tell me the
Every
only.
kid, if you had the opportunity, would you not want
No,
to
no,
be
no. I'm
a WWE
Okay, so
superstar
you're
right
thinking
now?
about it from the bag
Not 15
perspective.
years. I'll do 3 or 4 fights. That'll be dope.
Say the
No
bag
matter.
perspective.
But who said 15 years?
No. They don't got to be 15.
How long was Undertaker in the WWE? WWF?
Fuck, like 30 years.
Stone Cold Steve
Yeah,
Austin.
but he was
But
in
those are
WWE.
those
Triple
guys
H,
were actual
DX.
wrestlers, though.
So you're saying once you go in, you have to stay as long as them to do something?
No.
Right. Well,
No.
so what's the smart thing to do?
No, okay.
Get in
So
there,
what
not-
point
get
did
the
I
bag.
ever say
No,
that?
we didn't say that. We're saying, okay, so look, this is what I'm saying. It's not like a million companies are probably beating down his door to give him the money WWE is. So what we're saying is ride that pine until they don't want to give you that money no more.
But all,
It doesn't
no,
have
what
to be
I'm
15
saying-
years. It could
what
be
I'm saying is
3
he's
years,
what,
4
28
years.
years old, something like that.
It's not like you got a million other things better
me,
going for him.
you or him were in that position, we're that athletic, we're that influential,
Right.
and all that shit. Would you not sign a fucking 5-6 year contract
Only-
with a
only-
WWE?
Not 5 or 6 years.
No.
Hell no.
Only because
5
you
or 6
wouldn't?
years?
Well, okay. No. But you're saying the bag though. So what if that's the main bag?
5 or 6 years.
You're not gonna get money like that from anybody else. Let's just
How
say.
much? I'm
let's
Logan
just say.
Paul. I'm the biggest YouTuber in the
Bro,
world.
and also you're
How much-
talking to Triple H.
How much you're gonna pay me for 5 or 6 years? You can't afford me.
Okay, but
They
yes,
can't
they
afford
can.
him? Yeah,
No.
they
Yes,
can.
they can.
Okay.
He's not that popular.
Okay,
bro.
okay.
He's not that popular.
What is the price for 5 or 6 years for Logan Paul?
Nobody knows.
Give me a number.
Okay, let's say 3 million.
No,
He owns Prime.
not
okay?
even that.
He,
Bro,
His-
300 million for 5 years.
I don't think they would give him that much, but yeah.
you know Prime, right? The drink.
I don't give a fuck about the drink.
How much did 50 Cent make off vitamin water?
Nah, he makes a lot off.
100 million.
Okay.
Well, also
100
50
million.
Cent.
You can't keep Prime on the shelves even at Walmart. You times 10 it, then you sell Prime. He has $1 billion
But also, vitamin
business.
water is in way more shit than Prime is.
Very
They're
true.
gonna sell Prime for $1 billion. Why would he even flinch for 50
But I'm
minutes?
saying
from WWE?
vitamin water
it's probably more consistent
Vitamin
money.
water's on tap at Flame Broilers. Prime isn't.
Doesn't make sense.
Flame
You go to
broiler.
a Flame Broiler, there's vitamin
30
water
seconds.
on tap.
It doesn't make sense.
I can get magic sauce and vitamin water. I can revive and get fucked up at the same time.
Yes, sir. So we got some questions from the liddies out there.
Shout out
the
to
fucking
liddies.
liddies. Shout out
Love
to the
y'all.
liddies. Everybody who loves and follows us. So one of the first questions that we're gonna go off of is sending money to OnlyFans girls considered cheating?
It's weird. I would say it's weird more than anything.
But why?
I don't know. It's like not cheating, but like that's kind of weird shit. You just go to a strip club.
But what if
Okay.
you don't know?
Okay, so a lot of guys go to strip clubs. A lot of married men go to strip clubs because they're paying for a service, and,
Steven,
But I
and
actually
they're not smashing. So they, in their mind, they're considered as not cheating. But if you ask their wives, it is. Also, watching porn. If you tell your wife you're watching porn, she's gonna get mad. But that's also not cheating.
You shouldn't have to pay for OnlyFans when you could just go to Pornhub and get the exact same shit.
Yeah,
That's
but
my point.
sometimes you get the messages and they hit you up and they'll finger themselves and say, Jeff,
I mean, I guess if you're looking for the customs.
feels good sometimes kind of hearing
Facts.
your name. Also, I feel like they should just make that a category. You could just type in your name and then they'll say your name in the porn.
Pornhub names.
We'll figure that part out.
that's
Investments.
fucking genius.
A whole Jeff category.
Yeah.
All these girls just have pre-recorded videos,
Just getting smacked
with
by
random
some-
names, and then you just do a search, and then you just pick your favorite girl
just
to
search
say
in
your
your
name.
name. Just a little, it's yours, Jeff.
If you want to
Yeah.
join the Literally OnlyFans and become a
Whoa,
billionaire,
I got you.
you want to become join the OnlyFans and be a billionaire. Russ 3, tap in.
If you want to see them, say Jeff. Go ahead.
No, we
and
need
tap
girls
in.
to come in that will record every single
All right.
name in the English dictionary. Go.
Another question. You know, we love missionary. We love doggy, cowgirl, reverse cowgirl.
Right.
What's one of the random advanced fuck positions you guys like?
I had this little skinny chick one time. It was like a full Nelson. I had her like in a full Nelson this way
That's rape.
in a car.
You're yanking her back.
No, I had her like folded up. She told me to do it.
Fold it up and what? She's on her
Like, I had
back.
like that, bent forward. Like just, it was weird, bro.
Wait. She was bent over doggy,
Yeah.
and then where were her legs?
And yeah.
And
I was-
you carried her in the air.
Yeah. No. Like,
Oh, that's dope. That is advanced.
hey,
like
she
that.
was like, I'm real flexible. Like, watch. And I was like, bro, this is weird, but all right.
That's hard for me. Advanced sex positions is not really more like the position.
It's not a lot for you.
But what I can say is, what always got me off, and I didn't know I like it, was car sex. So the first
Well,
time,
yeah, there's
first time I
the-
smashed the
Just
bitch.
the risk of it all.
Yeah, the first time I
Yeah.
smashed a bitch at a park or parked on a random street. Or one time I was driving home from the club and this girl jumps into the driver's seat. I put my seat back. She's bouncing on it and she's driving the car. I'm pushing the pedals and we're just fucking on the way
Damn.
home.
Okay, that's
That's not safe driving.
That's asking for
whatsoever.
Advanced.
That's insane.
it is advanced. That's like level 19 driver.
What about you?
Yeah, that's a lot. I guess my top two would either be having a girl on top of me while you're like at the edge of the couch or the bed, and then you pick her up and just hold her and fuck her in the air.
Baby boy style?
Or, yeah, kind of like that, like some Ving Rhames shit. Or like where she just like leaned on her side, leg over. It's not quite doggy, but she's like on her side.
Yeah, it's
and
a
you're
lazy-
like
that's a lazy
clapping on her
fuck.
butt cheeks.
Like, that's not really advanced, but that's right.
Yeah, I feel like we did
anyway.
better. We killed that one.
Yeah, you know.
I like that.
Yeah, you know, this guy.
You guys raped somebody. I just had consensual sex.
It was consensual. The
They
whole
asked
time.
for
Anyway, you guys got a foot fetish?
Hell no, that's weird as fuck. The fuck is wrong with you?
Why is that weird?
I don't have a foot fetish. I could bust without having any foot
I do
play.
like a girl with nice toes.
But I love
say
a girl
that.
with nice toes. And sometimes I've done it before, but not with every girl. Right after a manicure, you're on top with the legs in the air, and then you got that French tip, brand
You
new.
suck feet.
And I know she just came out the shower. I'm sucking them toes.
Yeah, you suck toes.
I'll kiss a foot on the way down. Like,
And it's
like
not
he
a-
just says right there.
It's
It
not-
looks
it's
nice.
not
Foot or
about-
do you suck toes?
It's
No,
not about
I'm
it's
not
not
sucking
about
no toes.
me getting horny off sucking the toes. It's just that she's so surprised that I'm
Have you
such an
ever put
animal
all five
that I
toes
just
in your
start
mouth?
sucking the toes, and it gets her off, and she sees like, oh my god, no one has
Like
ever
you're-
sucked my
like
toes
you're- like
before.
you're eating a
That gets me
falafel?
off.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you go like that. Like you eat a W, like James Winston.
Well, obviously, unless you're fucking a sumo wrestler, like a girl's foot should
Have
fit
you
in your
never
mouth.
put all 5 toes in your mouth at once?
Yeah, the little skinny, small.
You
petite
never done
bitch.
that?
No.
Don't have the little French tip shit?
Never got.
But also, like,
it's got to be the right situation.
If it's a real pretty foot, they have a nice little arch. So if they just wrap it around your dick and get a nice little arch around it.
Yeah.
That sounds cool. That sounds cool, but she has to be good at it. Or else it's gonna feel so. You're
if she got that nice arch, she's good at it.
It sounds good, but if she's not good at it, it's gonna sound like you're getting jacked off by a retard.
Well, you're obviously gonna have to use
like,
some lube.
She just has like no leg power, like no. I'd rather get the Guac 3000 with the twist and the fucking deep throw. Like,
well, any girl who's giving you the Guac 3000 is retarded.
But if there's a girl out there that knows how to jack you off with her feet,
she's retarded.
Well, if she's giving you the Guac 3000, there's no need for the feet.
Yeah, right.
It helps.
You're done. You're done before the feet even come to play.
It's kind of fun.
She lifts a foot up and you're like,
it's something different. It's kind of like a titty fuck where you like fuck her in the titty and she's just like, ow, ow,
to me, titty fucks are cool.
It's like a hungry hippo.
To me,
like hungry hippo. To me, just like, ow, ow.
To me, titty fucks are cool like the first 10 times, and then after it's like,
then you get over the pumps.
They're dry.
After
like,
that, you're like, yo,
she
bro, let me get your butthole.
Like,
Yeah, I guess not. All right, that works out.
Wowzers.
What do you guys do after you fuck and you're hungry?
I feel. I mean, like,
but say you don't have no food at the house.
I feel like that's like a vibe thing. Like if I got a hotel room with a chick and we saw a place on the way in, and we're like, yo, we're gonna get that afterwards. Then yeah, I don't think there's like a go-to. I think it's like,
so say you got a hotel room with a girl. It was cool. You guys had good sex. It was fun. Are you getting her whatever you want on DoorDash? Whatever she wants.
I would not. I don't know if I'd DoorDash something to a hotel room.
Why not?
it takes a lot.
I would just go find some shit.
All right, so let me answer this.
Yeah, but what if you guys are just chilling, just vibing? It's good times. It was good fucking.
I would just order the Domino's card.
You automatically buy a girl a meal after you fuck her?
No.
The legitimacy of that question, the way he looked at you was like, what is
every
wrong
time
with
you fuck a girl, you buy her food?
Well,
no, not automatically.
Then what the fuck?
Every time you fuck a girl, she probably buys you food.
But I said, like, it was cool. It was good. And then she was cool. It was fun. It wasn't nothing crazy.
Look.
But, like, she's good company.
Usually not. As a high value man.
Ooh. Well, that's you fucking girls that don't have good company.
Drop the HV.
Let me finish.
I like fucking girls.
As a
that
high
can
value
hang out
man,
with
after
them.
I'm done, I expect the woman to get up, give me a warm towel from the shower, come and wipe me off, come back and lay down, and then order food for me.
What do you need a warm towel for, you fat
What are you,
fuck?
Rick Ross?
Because I'm not ready to take a shower. I might want a nap.
But what do you need
I haven't made up my mind
for?
to clean my dick from her pussy
So
juice.
you nutted on yourself?
I nutted in her, and then she's on top, so it drips down on my legs.
All right. Well,
And then
differently.
depending how tired I am, I'm gonna go roll over and go to sleep, or like, hey, let's go
You
get
fuck
something.
like Biggie Smalls in the movie.
Bro, as a fat man, you guys don't understand this. When you're over 320 pounds, it's a different lifestyle. It's a different lifestyle.
Hey, crush her ass. Who gives a fuck?
Isn't it dope that like as a fat person, I'm like they
You
give me
have
the-
one position?
No,
That's
they give
kinda
me
lame.
They give me the pass of being lazy, but you guys are skinny, so you guys have to do the most and like be extra.
I love
doing the most. What you mean?
It feels nice to be taken
Bend
care
the
of.
leg and
I
all
love
kinds of
hate
shit.
being on bottom.
Why?
Oh, like that T-Pain song.
Because
Rock
I
bottom.
like being on top. Whether I'm on top, whether it's sideways, whether it's from the back, or even if I'm on the bottom, I'm fucking you from the bottom. Like,
Don't you love the being in the hotel room when you take that after that sweaty smack, you go stand cheeks first at the AC,
I've done that before.
and you just stand there and you're like,
you
yep.
had that bitch set on like 60 something all
Yep.
night.
She just laying
The
there real
AC
quick, and
the
you're
AC
like,
is
give me
like-
a second.
It's like from the 1980s, but it's the size of the whole wall.
It is, but you're getting a full.
And it only points up,
You
so
just feel your sweaty ass back just start to dry. You're like, oh, thank God, now I can go lay down.
You guys ever fucked in those like shitty motels that had the mirrors on the ceiling?
I still haven't had one of those.
No,
I've had the wall, like the sliding wall mirror.
bro. The mirrors on the ceilings are insane. Where you're just looking up and she's writing you, and you're like, this is the
That's cool, but you're looking at the
top.
top of her head. Like I love the mirrors on the side.
But
like-
no, you can see her ass. She's like riding you, and you're looking up, and you're sitting there feeling like.
but you're looking at a
Scarface.
titty from the top. I like fucking and looking in the mirrors on the side where you see.
Well,
the
I'm
whole
still
thing.
looking at her titties. I'm just saying, when you look up and see the mirror on top, you're like, yeah, I'm the.
If there was no
fucking
mirrors,
man.
and that was the only mirror, that'd be dope. But when I look to the left and I'm looking to my peripheral mirror, it feels like I'm watching a porn and I'm in it.
You know what?
To me,
You're
it's an angle.
literally in it.
To me,
You're in it, but
to
you're
me,
also
it's the
laying
angle.
down.
It's the angle for me.
You don't like doing that American Psycho shit? Where you just be fucking a girl on top and cut yourself in the mirror and just be like,
I've done that.
Have you ever smacked in your roommate's guest room and then the main roommate gets upset because you used her candle like 3 times for background lighting?
I told you to stop using that goddamn candle.
That is very specific.
Sorry.
It is a very specific thing. Well, yeah. Fucking sex is great. So, you don't buy it like, if she's cool, you guys are having a good time, you guys just fuck, you're not buying her no food?
I feel like, okay, if you're at a room, who paid for the room?
I don't know. I live by myself now.
Shut up.
I don't have to pay.
No,
for
okay,
a room
so
for a
that-
long
Big
time.
baller.
Okay, so that trumps. You would expect her.
No, I
mean,
still
I
pay
guess.
for the food.
Oh, you're paying for the food.
Yeah.
You're paying for the room regardless. You pay for the room and the food.
No,
I'm not
but he's
paying
saying
for the
because he
room
lives in a spot.
She'd come to my house.
Oh yeah, me
And
too.
then
Me
if
too.
she's hungry,
I'm with that.
Oh,
I'm with that.
okay.
I'm with that.
Well, that's different because, like, I don't know. I'd say 70% of the time the dude pays for the room, unless it's like you're dating some chick and you guys are going back
She's
and
cool
forth.
as fuck.
If a girl pays for the room, you for sure should wear a condom.
Nah,
No,
it could be like where you fucked her so many
Yeah.
times and she's just a regular.
no, I meant like if it's a constant smack and now you're back and forth.
That'll be the only reason. But if it's the first time ever,
But I don't know. I haven't had to pay for.
I don't
a
know.
room in
Also-
like 4
also-
years.
what was the question?
After sex, like, do you
Oh,
buy the girl food?
Well, we went from what food do
she's
you
hungry-
get? The whole question segued into some
Like,
other
say,
shit.
like, girl comes over to your house. It's all good. There's no hotel room. There's no nothing.
Or-
it's fine. She's gonna stay the night.
Oh.
She comes over. You guys have sex. They fuck. It's great. It's good time. She's like, I'm hungry. Do you
I'll get her food.
Postmate some shit, or do you
I
go
would-
get
I would-
it, or
No,
what?
Perfect. That's where I wanna be at. That's
If
where I
I'm
wanna be
at
at.
my crib, I'm postmating some shit.
Regardless of what she looks like,
What
who
if
she
you're at her
is,
crib?
length of relationship, regardless, you're paying no matter what because you're a gentleman. Is that what you're saying?
In a way, I guess.
To me, if it's taking me long and months of time of hard working in the DMs to get her over, and I've been begging and wanting the pussy, and she finally comes over and it's the first time we smash, I'm going all out. I'm paying for the Uber, I'm paying for the food, I'm paying for everything, whatever.
can see
boom.
that.
Smash, and then depending how good the smash is,
But what if it's just
from that point
Alright.
on, if it was bomb as fuck and it was amazing, same treatment. She comes over, gives a half-ass effort. I'm hitting her up on the low whenever it's down, but I'm not paying for shit no more. It depends on the effort.
I don't know.
That makes sense?
To me, that's one of those double standards that I live with, where it's just like, it is what it is.
What are
like,
you saying? You're paying every time.
Yeah.
You're a gentleman.
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
I mean, if we go out to eat and we're like fucking and hanging out, if we want to split it, do whatever, it's different. But like, I don't know, like,
There's nothing
to
wrong
me,
with that.
I'm hungry. If you're hungry, cool. I'll get you something.
I'm already
We just
ordering
fuck.
food for myself.
I'm already ordering anyway. Like,
I think it comes down to like I'm not a big Postmates Uber Eats guy to begin with.
That's a whole extra $17.
Like
That shit is
I can make
so
myself. I can make
expensive for no
I would
reason.
offer like I'll make quesadilla, huevo con weenies. I can make you something this and that.
Oh, she already got the huevo con wing.
Much more romantic. But she goes, no, I want some pizza or pasta. I'm like, it just depends on the pussy.
I'm not postmating pasta.
yeah, it's always just fast food.
Supposedly,
That
like,
shit was great.
if you
Merry Christmas.
during New Year's, if you eat 12 grapes and wear red underwear, the second the clock turns over, you're gonna have lots of sex and love that year.
When's the last time you stopped kissing your mom on New Year's?
I've never kissed my mom in my life.
Wait, what do you mean? Like on the cheek? You creep?
Or just like giving her a New Year's kiss? Not making out with her.
The last time I
I
hugged
think
my,
you would just do that every year.
not to sound
I
like
think that's
weird,
like normal.
the last time I hugged my mom was like before the pandemic.
I think mine was like
Is that
probably
the
like
pandemic reason?
No, we just don't hug each other.
I think like 11 or 12 was the last time like give my mom like a little kiss
On
on,
the
the
lips?
cheek or something. Not like
No,
kiss
you
on
give
the
like
cheek.
the forehead. They're like,
We're just like happy because like I couldn't
Hey,
go
Mario,
out and fucking party with friends and shit.
The other
And
day,
then once I started partying, I'm like, yeah, sorry, mom, I'm gonna make out with this whore.
the other day, Jordan's mom came over, right? And she only comes to the porch. So she came, she gives full hug.
Stupid
and then
kids afraid to leave the stoop.
She's like, give me a kiss. So that he leaned in and I couldn't see where he kissed her, right? So I'm like, damn, these fools kissed. And I'm all like,
Get them tested.
he came back inside. I'm like, you kissed your mom? He goes, yeah. I'm like, on the lips? He goes, no. I'm like, don't ever kiss your mom on the fucking lips. That is weird. You're 12.
yeah, that's that Tom Brady shit.
I just
Yeah,
want to let
that
him
shit's
know. I just
wild.
want to let him know, like, that's not cool. It's not okay. Next question.
Yeah. But I
Cheek,
think, at
forehead,
some point,
head,
like, I like,
region.
I don't know. I'd always, even now, like if I spent, I'd be a loser now if I spent New Year's Eve with my mom. But like if I did, I'd kiss her on the forehead, kiss her on the cheek or something.
That's weird.
All right, how's that weird? I didn't say it on the lips.
I don't touch my mom.
Well, that sucks. I fucking love my mom.
It's just weird.
We fuck all the time. So the last most important question. Backstreet Boys or NSYNC?
NSYNC.
Nah. What do you say?
Look,
NSYNC spawned a more
cultural significance in pop culture.
and all that. Justin Timberlake. Who from Backstreet Boys is still relevant?
Farther. Nobody.
I mean, JT's not really still that relevant.
No, but he went further than anybody.
JT is
He
a
went the
fucking
furthest for sure.
He just chooses not to make fucking music because he's banging Jessica Alba all the time.
So
That's his lady, right? Jessica Alba?
Wait, no. Jessica Biel.
Biel, sorry.
Oh, you're right.
Biel.
Don't you ever disrespect this.
Smacking the shit out of her.
Look, I'm gonna say it like this. I love NSYNC. I'm the number one NSYNC fan. Also, the number one Justin Timberlake fan. I used to get mad
got
at
great solo
I used to get
albums.
mad at my mom in third grade, and I told her,
I
"Why did
kinda
you
doubt that.
Why did you name me Moses? Why didn't you name me Justin? You fucking!" I used to cuss her out. You fucking bitch!
And
You
then it
should have
happened
named
with
me
your son.
Justin Timberlake. You fucking
Happened
asshole!
Same thing with your
That
son.
is why
I go every time, every day during roll call. No one knows how to pronounce Moises. They call me Moises. Moises.
That
It
is
sounds
why
like noises.
they don't embrace.
And I was the biggest JT fan, right? Boom, and then I just I rolled that shit into like fucking Snoop Dogg, 2001, Still Dre, and then I abandoned the boy bands and went into gangster rap. But
Now, the fact you said that, tell him about what your son said.
all right, so my son, right? He's like 4. He's in kindergarten. He's 5 years old. He comes up to me and he goes, "Dad, what the fuck, Dad?" And I'm like, "What?" He goes, "Why'd you name me Jordan?"
Oh,
He goes, "If you could have named me Logan or Jake."
Logan.
I would rather be Logan or Jake because at that time Logan and Jake were the most famous YouTubers. He goes,
loved the Paul
He's like,
brothers.
"I'm disgusted with you,
man.
Dad. How dare you?" I'm like, "Damn, fucking full circle karma, fucking moment." I was
That's
like,
what you get, bro.
That is pretty funny.
but let's be honest, Jordan is a cool ass fucking name, and the main
Jordan's
reason,
a cool ass
the
name.
main reason I did is like you go buy a shirt like Air Jordan at Foot Locker, like your
He's a
name,
hater.
your name is on any fucking.
Facts.
That's hard.
He's just a little hater.
But okay, Backstreet Boys had the biggest, most awesome boy band song of all time. You are
Big
my
time.
fire,
That's a classic.
the one. That song is one of the greatest songs ever created. But in general, NSYNC had better dance moves, better fucking people, better songs. It's Friday night. Anyways, but I give it to NSYNC
That's
because
Montel Williams.
JT blew it up. But you gotta give him respect. The Backstreet Boys of.
See, I'm picking Backstreet Boys over NSYNC.
Why? Tell me.
So I get it. NSYNC had the dance, bye, 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 or whatever. That's Backstreet Boys, everybody. But bye, 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 all that
was
shit.
also a good song.
NSYNC had the real pop,
Facts.
dance, all that fun shit. Backstreet Boys, singing wise and like songwriting and lyric wise, shitted on NSYNC.
Oh, they have one or two
No.
good songs.
They're like overall, he's saying like musically, they're more of a group.
Musically, they were better. Pop wise
You gotta
and
figure
like
NSYNC
dancing wise.
How do you
and
figure
shit,
that?
NSYNC.
In order for them to be better music wise, they have to have better songs.
Yeah.
Okay, no.
All right, so name those songs that are
okay,
better.
okay.
I want it that way.
I would say
That's a great one.
certain
Okay, you
songs
know what?
blew up more, but
Right now,
I'd say if
right
you're
now,
a music
Right now,
appreciation
you
person,
pull up on Apple or Spotify, pull up NSYNC's catalog. I'll pull up Backstreet Boys. Somebody do it right now.
I got you.
Somebody do it and pull up their catalog.
Oh, the first thing, damn, they're hurting us. The first thing was on NSYNC. Right
So
bro, our phone's been hearing you.
I want it that way.
that's a big banger. How many listens? What's the number?
Well,
on it?
listens don't matter because I'm on Spotify.
Me too.
A billion.
Bye 428 million. So half a billion.
Well, this is a billion.
Yeah, so off top, like I said earlier, the most
Okay, and then everybody. Banger
Halloween banger. How many listens I have?
I mean, the listens don't matter. I'm just talking about, but this is a
Listens is tough because it's between Spotify and iTunes.
355.27 million.
That's solid. All right. Third place, it's gonna be me 200 million.
Okay. Their third place is As Long As You Love Me,
That's a
Baby.
good song. That's a good song. How many?
That's 304.51 million.
All right, so and sing This I Promise You 210.
Then the very next one, Shape of My Heart,
How much?
265.97 million.
All right, the next one for NSYNC is the original NSYNC song, "Tearing Up My Heart." When
That's a classic one.
and it's split up in two.
But all I'm saying is all four of these, the Backstreet Boys won like all this shit. And that's not even on top. Quit playing games with my heart.
Quit playing games with my heart.
Backstreet Boys.
Bro, we should redo those songs.
Hey, Mr. DJ, I'll never break your heart.
That's that song?
I'll never. No, it's a whole completely different song.
Oh man, they got bangers.
You got bangers.
Bang. That's a tough one.
It's just
That's why
that
it's such a
NSYNC
good.
was more longevity.
They're more longevity and JT hung out, but I'm just saying, show me the meaning of being lonely.
So you're saying more or less Backstreet Boys cracked off in about 2 albums.
Don't want you back.
NSYNC probably had about 4
They stretched it out. They
albums.
stretched it out.
Yeah.
Also, the same person that was writing NSYNC songs was writing Backstreet Boys songs. Like they're splitting the music down the middle.
But that's what all I'm saying is Backstreet Boys, I promise you, like, yeah. Backstreet Boys is
You know
the
what I
shit.
hate? You know what I hate when people try to say that Boys to Men was a better boy band than these two bands. Boys to Men has
I
like
wouldn't say boy band.
2 or 3
They're
songs.
on their whole.
They're not a boy band.
They're a whole different
How are
level.
they not a boy band?
They're a different
bunch
level.
of
It's
boys.
different.
But even if they
In a
were,
band.
then
No, because
yeah,
they
they're
didn't make like
NSYNC and
pop
Backstreet
music
Boys.
like
They
that.
didn't make little kid music.
No,
They was out there
they were
singing,
R&B
bro.
funky
That's
music.
different.
But even if
That's a
they
different
were considered a
category.
boy band, yes, they're better than NSYNC and Backstreet Boys. Bro, what?
There's more levels to their like that was musical talent.
Bro, we can, yeah, nah. Boys and Men.
Take yourself back in
shits
the
on
time
Backstreet
machine.
Boys
Take yourself
and
back.
NSYNC.
Take yourself back in the time machine. Watching TRL. TRL, Justin Timberlake used to go against Jay-Z and Beyonce, Linkin Park, My Chemical Romance.
And that's why they created
What-
106 in Park.
They used to go. Yeah, they had to create their own thing for Boys to Men to go. And then they got beat out by Little Bow Wow, and Chingy, and Young Jock.
Boys to Men are a million times more talented.
Boys to Men are fucking great.
NSYNC and
But
and
that
Backstreet Boys.
rounds off my top 3. NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, Boys to Men, but it's so close.
Where does Bone Thugs fall?
Boys
in
to
all
Men
of
is
this?
above both of them.
Shut the
Where
fuck
does
up.
Bone Thugs
Shut your
fall in
dirty
all of
mouth,
this?
boy.
Bom, 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 bom. Come
That's
on
a
now.
whole nother fucking conversation.
Tell
Before we
me
get into
what
that,
you gonna do.
Those guys in Bone Thugs are probably one of the most lyrical, genius, talented people in the world. They never get the credit. They never will. Why?
They
Because
never get the credit.
They were too fast and too advanced, and we
That
couldn't.
shit was
we
lit.
couldn't even understand what they were saying.
Bro, Bone
They
Thugs
get the
was on
credit.
Some other
No, they don't.
fucking
They don't
shit.
get the mainstream credit, but they get the backpacker credit.
I hate backpack credit. I hate fucking backpack hip hop.
But it's still some credit. They don't get the mainstream credit, but they get the credit.
It's one of those things where you're so good, it hurts you in the long run.
But also, if you know R&B, like
You
you
know
know,
who to
Boys to
respect.
Men is shits on Backstreet Boys and NSYNC.
I will give you that if you go for like, give me your number one song. Maybe their number one song is
End of the Road shits on anything Backstreet Boys or NSYNC made.
That's a funeral
Ever.
song. That's a fucking wedding song. It's a fucking graduation
It's
song.
everything.
What's that song?
It's so hard
Bone
to say
Thugs did
goodbye
with-
to yesterday.
What's that song Bone Thugs did with Akon?
I tried. You know, I tried so hard.
Oh man, and that was way after the fact.
And that was like,
They was
late
already
Bone
out there
Thugs.
fucking prime, and they did that shit with him. Banger.
Yeah.